Cool. But
Woo! Good evening. We're gonna watch the intro movie because it's incredibly good, which means I think I need to... Oh, hang on, how do I go back? I might need to
close the game
and reopen it again to watch the intro movie.
Mars.
Yeah,
Mars.
Mars, but the A is upside down because it's VR somehow. Also, I did not know Cygames were involved in, I guess, this port or remaster.
Since the dawn of history, human beings have realized various forms of energy. Civilizations have progressed with them. So where does such energy like Metatron lead our civilization?
To my brain.
Time for awakening.
Position for landing.
Where does such energy like coffee lead me?
Dingo egret unlocked. 20 to touchdown.
That's unusual.
What is?
Indications of Metatron. It's way too shallow.
The Metatron is not very deep.
And it's very strong. It wasn't here last time I came. What the hell is that? An orbital frame.
I love the way it highlights different words. An orbital frame.
Place of power.
From Mars?
Nobody ever gets in Jahuti on purpose.
Good morning. Ready for combat?
Oh, it was a little hard to hit. Right, turn that.
This is Detached Backup Battle Unit, Ada. Do you request control instructions?
But in the last half year, the situation on Mars has changed drastically.
I'll make it a little louder for us as well.
Now, Balram's war potential is very strong. The Space Force put up a stubborn resistance, but without a major war, Mars was occupied by Balram in a flash. Almon is already getting ready. Only those two machines can make Almon move or stop.
So you want this frame, don't you?
Maybe.
Even if you're Baron, that's too rough.
It sure is.
Who's the commander? Is that you? Viola?
Viola? She died! I love that mission.
Jahuti is programmed to blow up at the core of Almon. In case of need, Ada will start up the explosion system automatically. It's programmed to do so.
Ada, please answer my question. You're going to Almon, aren't you?
So what if I am?
Do you know Ada intends to self-destruct Jahuti on Almon?
my honest reaction to that information.
Ada, please look after it.
It's extremely, I don't know, like self-indulgent to put what is effectively a game trailer as the first thing people see when they boot up your game. But I kind of like it. I like that there is effectively like a sort of movie trailer for the game before you play the game.
ship anyway.
If anything happens to my pals on Callisto, you'll pay.
I didn't kill them.
First pals
don't
mentioned.
My pals.
I've been dead once already. I'll bring it to an end myself.
No.
Look, the perfect fusion of Metatron, the destruction to end all!
The machine supplements your heart and lungs. That power comes from Jehuti. You will die if you leave Jehuti.
Oh shit.
The performance
Damn.
of these two bodies is even. But to match Anubis, Jehuti lacks one thing. A program to bring out the full performance of Jehuti. That depends on the skill of the runner.
Get out of my way!
Yeah, Silk. I think that was more sort of common on PS2 games where they could afford to be a little bit more like, yeah, we can put stuff on the disc that is just like effectively just a movie.
Oh man.
No man.
Project Almon's purpose is not domination, destruction.
I also love that this trailer fakes you out on the ending like 3 times.
It is Anubis.
You must, even if I don't make it. Listen, please. Be sure to stop Almon.
Right, fake ending number 1.
Leo, wait! Alman chose me. The universe and human subconscious are willing their own end. Look, this is the will of Metatron.
Do you realize
Oh.
how many of my comrades
That's a
died
half
back
fake
there?
end.
Yeah.
You are one of the units for Project Alma.
Right. Credit scenes. That's
Oh.
this is something like a fake ending.
We're pals now.
No more.
Right, a bit more.
Battle over. Anubis wins.
You have come back under my command.
You have done well.
I like to think that like you have done well is like well done for just waiting to the end of this.
Yeah.
Is it over? It is over
That
now.
time it's over.
Yeah.
You have come back under my command.
You've come back for one last scene. Hi Ellie.
Would you say that the second runner improves on all aspects of Zone of the Enders?
I think the gameplay is definitely like it flows a lot better. I think it loses out a little bit on the sort of there's no incentive to kind of explore, and there's not that element of the game and isn't there anymore where you like go into little areas and you have like an overworld. That's gone, which I think is a shame because I quite liked that aspect of one. I think the cutscenes and like voice acting are a lot better, but I sort of miss the early PS2 like 3D anime characters, like the 3D models that made the cutscenes up in 1. I kind of miss that, although I don't mind that they're replaced with much slicker looking sort of anime cutscenes effectively. So yeah, I think like as a game, this is the one I think I played more, and I think is more playable. The gameplay itself is sort of more just better. But I don't know. I think there's the first one is very, very charming. We are going to be playing the Mars VR version. We're not going to be playing it in VR, sadly. you'll see why, but I can't imagine playing this game in VR without completely losing my lunch.
Yeah.
Because the VR mode puts you in the cockpit. Yeah, and how fast you move in this game, that just sounds like an extremely violent prospect to me. Hi Sin. Yeah. Don't feel compelled to engage if you don't want to. It's fine to just chill out and watch. Yeah. I think this means we won't have the pressure sensitive buttons that the PS2 and PS3 HD remaster had, which is a shame, but they don't have a massive effect on gameplay really. But I think it replaces them now with like if you hold the button down, it has the same effect. And I'll point out when that is relevant. Sub-weapon controls are based on how long you press the button instead of how hard you press. There we go. Oh, hang on. Pro.
Does the DualSense, because you're playing on a DualSense, that's a PS4 controller in the image. Does the DualSense still have pressure-sensitive buttons?
Yes.
Oh, does it switch the sub-weapon to the analog stick so that it can be pressure-sensitive?
No, it switches the sub-weapon to the trigger so that it can have...
Sorry.
Right, but that will really confuse me because I'm used to... Yeah, I think I want to go with the classic control scheme. It's weird that this is called the classic control scheme because it matches the button mapping, whereas the pro button, the pro control scheme is actually trying to capture the classic thing of like the sub weapons being pressure sensitive. That feels more classic. But it's called Pro.
It changes the control scheme.
Yeah.
This is the same button layout.
Yeah, the same button layout, just you don't have your, yeah, I think we'll go with classic, because the pressure sensitive is a fun novelty, but it's not, like, gameplay necessary. Let's play normal. Oh yeah, I've unlocked every version of Jehuty. Let's just play
regular Jehuty.
Regular Jehuty. Start the game with no sub weapons.
Rather than like,
let's earn them. Let's earn them.
Are we going to get the same video again?
No, we don't get the same.
So it's the same starting shot.
Yeah. It's AD 2174.
150 years away. Can't wait.
Yeah. Now, I believe this game, I know this game, has the same function as MGS2, where you can respond to things in cutscenes by clicking the sticks in, I think. I think it's clicking the sticks in.
Yeah.
So I'll be trying that out.
Yeah, it did say positive reaction.
Oh, which way was which? We'll find out.
MR1422, Dingo Egret, unlocked.
Angie, I remember now. The winner of the year was Hesperia Gales.
No idle talk, you'll crash, Dingo.
In the final 30 seconds, Henry G trashed out from field out. Man, we had a great time that night.
20 to touchdown. Can't wait for the new season.
Position for landing. The people on Mars can start getting excited.
Mars.
I still have 200 more hours.
He's one of
The
those
people
racist.
on Mars.
He hates Barham.
That's unusual.
What is?
Indications of Metatron, but it's way too shallow. Angie, I want to change the landing point. I'll check it out.
Okay.
Rick, you hear that? I'll be back soon.
Dingo.
It's funny
What
that we
team
have
won in
the no
66?
spoilers tag in the bottom left, but we watched the intro
I don't know
video
much
which has
about
many
back then.
spoilers.
Oh yeah.
Piece of junk.
reckon Rod Tharsis is going to win this year.
I love Rod Tharsis.
Rod
There goes your
Tharsis.
entire salary again.
I'm sure of it.
It's how you tell their pals, the bands.
Yeah, they have bands.
Dingo, I think the Metatron reaction is from the direction of the arrow.
I got ya.
I love these mechs. So clunky.
You may crash. Beware.
Well, you may always crash, you know. It's always a hospital.
Yeah.
Dingo, haven't you arrived yet?
Okay, okay.
Have you arrived yet? Jesus.
Hey!
Working.
Don't push the left so hard.
Get there faster. But also, come on, take it easy.
Hey, Dingo, after this job, are you free?
Okay.
Oh, don't sound so fucking enthusiastic about it, man.
Working 9 to 5. Average job experience. Work faster, but also stop pushing it so hard. Hey.
Also, are you free after work? Alright, I guess.
I'm on the ground.
Zephyrian, you're a real egotistical frame.
So true.
And it's very strong. It wasn't here last time I came. Shut up!
Is it debris?
The observation crews are goofing off again. What the hell is that?
Anything wrong?
I found something interesting. I'll check it out.
Hatch unlocked. Where? A helmet.
Wear a helmet before going out into well, like a hostile planet.
I've got a bad feeling.
What?
An orbital frame.
Dingo, I see a huge ship over there. Ah!
What's happening, Angie? What ship did you see? Angie! Damn. A warship? Must be Baron.
Bit of a leap of logic. I see a big ship. Must be a warship. Must be Baron. Oh yeah.
Big way. Whoa. Off the
My
left.
liver's damaged. Damn Baron.
Barum from
Damn
Mars.
the
How can
Patriots.
you tell?
Get your ship down into the ditch and stay hidden.
Good morning. Ready for combat operation.
Let's go. Basically, the let's go phase.
Yeah, it's the let's go phase. I always thought that was wild as a kid, but it's like, why does he say move when that's clearly not what... You can't say move with that face.
Yeah. Legend back to life.
Enemy approaching. Verified as unmanned orbital frame. Raptor.
Oh, she talked through my control pad.
Raptor destroyed.
Oh, so that's gonna come through the mic.
I can talk
turn
about
that off?
turning that off. Yeah, let's go to options.
Well, isn't this the PS4?
Audio.
version?
Controller volume.
No thanks.
Oh, hang on, I can actually just
Oh, I need a voice output.
through the speaker, please. There we go.
Perfect.
Confirming the enemy destroyed.
What is the efficiency of this frame?
This is orbital frame Jehuti. Do you want me to explain how to manipulate the frame?
Who is this?
This is Detached Backup Battle Unit, ADA.
So this is a battle computer, isn't it? More reliable than the Lev's navigators.
I'm completely different. Do you request control?
Oh, I love that little bit of sass in
Ada,
her voice.
please.
I'm completely different.
Don't compare me to your bullshit webs. mate.
Please choose what training you want to go through.
I want to go through no
Ending
training. I'm a genius runner.
We found our objective at point 04.
Roger. Departing for 04.
How me and the boys arrive at the function.
Enemy approaching. Unmanned battle planes. Unmanned combat aircraft, Mosquito. Individual attacks are weak, but be careful. There are many of them.
Roger.
This is why I would not want to be in VR for this.
The homing laser.
Love the homing laser.
Yeah, the homing laser feels way better to use in this because it like actually hits targets.
Put me through to 663.
Yes, I'll connect you now.
Help me, Dingo!
Where are you?
My legs are damaged!
Rick, where are you now? Don't move! I'll be there soon!
Enemy approaching.
Not Rick.
He's the head of the pals.
It's approaching your way.
Zephyrian, I'm not like those other frames. Where is Rick though? He's still at the mining site. In a mining
Can work out on
LED.
the vibe space.
Just stay where he is. Which could be in the danger zone. We don't know.
Indicated direction.
I want to hit these guys with
Spirit bomb.
Enemy destroyed.
I like the grabbing enemies. You can now throw them like you can throw them with more strength if you mash the button first. They've just thought through every mechanic that was in the first game and gone, how can we make that more fun? So instead of just grabbing enemies and throwing them, it's now you grab them and you can throw them with more strength depending on how much you mash the button. The homing laser, hold the button to target more enemies. With the like big spirit bomb, hold it for longer to charge up a bigger blast. Just like every mechanic has just gotten like one more level of like complexity to it, and yeah, more source.
Enemy destroyed. Raptor destroyed.
The combo counter in the bottom. Yeah, there's no combo grade score.
But
Yeah, I could do. I'd want to practice it a little bit first.
Say, if you want to show off your skills.
Yeah, I could play Bayonetta on stream as well.
More of your skills.
I would play Bayonetta on stream, and I'd play it on a hard difficulty level, but we'd have to do some kind of drinking game where every time I don't get platinum on a section, like, take a drink or something. I think that would be fun.
I mean, that's dangerous if you are quite good, but
yeah.
You're falling down the ladder, right? Because, like,
Yeah, I know.
the more you drink, the fewer platinum you'll get after, like, maybe one drink.
Exactly.
Raptor destroyed. Enemy destroyed.
Good.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can you can react to what she's saying.
Good. Good bad.
I think so.
It was actually beefy.
Give me a break.
Hell yeah.
Give me a break. Yeah.
One boost not enough for you.
Like, as I said in the first game, the quickest way to get around is absolutely mash that boost button.
Alright, next!
I love being like bipolar with it.
Loves killing, hates acquiring. Love to kill, hate to loot.
And keep pressing the R2 button, then hit the square button for a burst attack.
Okay.
You could get a number lower left where it had like a little.
Look, there's Rick.
It had a little icon of Jehuti holding Whisper Bomb in the lower left.
Yeah.
It looks a bit like a golf tee holding up a golf ball. Do you think you could get a golf tee of Jehuti and then you put the ball on it like a Spirit Bomb?
That'd be fun. I assume. I've never played golf in my life, so.
3D print it.
Yeah.
Beat it, Rick! Dingo!
Beat it, Rick! Time and a place, Dingo.
It's a sexy robot Dingo, but we're in danger.
Ardjet is incredibly cool.
Since I found Jehuti, you'll have to give it to me.
What does Bara want with Callisto?
Well, actually, I found
You
it
don't
first.
look like a mining man to me.
Get lost.
Yeah.
Throw a real egotistical woman at her. Like, fuck you.
Shoot down the enemy's attack with lasers.
Okay, I'll try.
Oh, where are the... Can I grab her? No, I can't.
Oh, it's fucking. You know, the G-Troll Reddit and put a type 3 says. Fuck this!
Oh, it's a lot of damage. That's Radix,
Yeah,
right?
no. There wasn't a Reddit thing, but I couldn't remember what they used as well.
I wish I could respond to her, like, call out. She's like,
Yeah,
strong, and I'm like, ah. Oh shit. I love the cell shading on the explosions as well. Very cool. I mean, I'm a noted fan of cell shading.
spring,
second
don't
run.
you?
Yeah, it is.
Even
It's
if
like a
you're
much
Baron,
more
that's too
fluid.
rough.
Like you can cancel out of stuff.
Who's the commander?
Feels great.
You think I'll tell?
It's very funny that the heads of the orbital frames like sort of emote at one another by like tilting their heads and stuff, but the pilots are in the groin.
Yeah. I do wonder that whether your connection to an orbital frame is like like an Evangelion, where you have like a neural connection where
Yeah.
you make
Alright,
are
I'll
also
try to head
made
them
by
off.
the frame.
Take care, Angie.
Well, Rick made out okay, so
Yeah, and
Rick and Angie, no bother. They'll live to see who wins the fucking Blitzball tournament or whatever we're talking about.
Blitzball.
High energy reaction inside enemy battleship. Entry is dangerous.
If we don't do something, we'll be crushed along with Callisto. We have no choice.
This music. This track is called Baron Battleship, and it's incredibly good.
Enemy walking tank. Spider.
Yeah. Music has vibes of another game, but I'm trying to think of.
Enemy reinforcements are confirmed. To switch lock-on targets, use the L2 button.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, poor Dingo.
Raptor destroyed. Enemy destroyed.
Be quiet.
Raptor destroyed.
All right.
So like, so mood swingy.
Yeah, I know.
All enemies have been cleared.
I'm going to do this in one breath.
Yeah, a slightly weird thing to say, isn't it?
Yeah. Back in a sec. How are you for your drink, by the way?
You can
I
objects
could use a
which may
refill.
be useful
Okay.
in battle
What
with
would
the
you like?
circle button.
Quickly
Do
neck
you want to
last
see
bit
how
of
it's
it.
done?
Yes, please.
Been off into new training.
Training. Ha! I laugh in the face of training.
I'll do that in one breath.
I will do it in no breaths because I will not train. My L2 button is broken, Ada. Yes, I'll have a rum and coke, please.
Ending training. Destroy the cellar generating enemies. Confirm destruction of cellar.
So I think it's actually bad to destroy those cellars too soon because there still is a sort of subtle level up mechanic in this game, I think. And you do want to destroy a lot of enemies so that you level up and increase your strength. Yeah, so it says in the corner, level 1. So sometimes you actually want to let those cellars like generate as many enemies as they can. Once again, this game just sort of like improves the flow of Zoe 1. When there's Metatron, you don't have to go up to it and do a little animation, which I do miss. I think that is quite nice. But this game is sort of more focused on just keeping you moving, so you just fly through it and get it. Which, you know, make it have a different feel than like an item that you have to go and formally sort of interact with. But I think it's designed to make you feel like this Jehuti has had some kind of upgrade.
Support type, mummy head. Be careful. Raptor destroyed. Enemy destroyed.
So that it generates some enemies. Why not?
Raptor destroyed.
So now the mummy heads as well. When you destroy them, I think they
Of cellar.
turn into a raptor. There you go.
Raptor destroyed. Obtained Metatron.
I'm going to be looking out for them. If I end up flying around to weird parts of the map, it's because I'm looking for collectibles just out of... I I think some of them don't appear until New Game Plus. Ah, there we go. So EX missions. You can unlock VR missions to play from the main menu. I think I've probably collected quite a few of them already. Oh, look at that view. Since Ada's referring to PlayStation controls, I'm imagining he's piloting with an actual PlayStation controller, like that Titanic submarine that got squished. Wasn't that an Xbox controller? PlayStation controller would never get a squad of people killed. My L2 button is broken, Ada. But I think as we fly along here, we'll get a cutscene, so I'm just gonna wait for a second. Yeah, the grinding along the floor with your blade feet, that's still here. Jehuti just looks so cool. It's like just one of the mech designs of all time. I was also wrong. I thought when we were playing the last game, I thought you could make Jehuti face the camera. And I guess you sort of can. But when you're stationary, I thought you could do it, and it turns out you can't. It was a Logitech, right. I said right as though that explains anything. Pepsi Dog just came back into the room. The control pad that the submarine captain was using on the Titanic. The shitty little Mad Catz looking thing. Yeah, that he used to take his crew to their deaths.
Yeah, it's like the most basic level 20 quid Logitech controller. Now don't get it twisted. Logitech do make good mice. My mouse is a Logitech one. It's nice.
Yeah, I think yeah, Zephyrian said, imagine Ada's referring to the PlayStation controllers because Zingo is literally holding a PlayStation controller, just like the Titanic submarine. I was like, a PlayStation controller would never. Yeah. I assume that he just pushed the wrong button and he pushed the like implode and kill us all button.
Yeah. Like the right trigger. No!
Oh no! I knew we shouldn't have put that function on the control pad. Well, apparently, like, I heard he had on more than one occasion would get angry and
throw
like,
the fucking controller
throw the control pad at the side of the wall, and it's like, my guy.
Like he's in a fucking Coke can and he's kicking against the side of it while under like the pressure of like a million tons of water.
That's not what I'm worried about. It's that if you bust the controller, how do you fucking drive back to the surface?
That's true.
Like you've got one of those.
I guess
it's like imagine you're in like a bus driving down the motorway at like fucking 70 miles an hour, and the driver just fucking pulls the steering wheel off its off its thing. You'd be like, my man, how are you planning on driving the bus now?
I'm having the last of my cherry Kraken from Christmas in my one of the tastes like cherry Coke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's very nice. Yeah, it tastes like a cherry Coke. That's cool. We need to at some point have the rest of our Japanese whiskey.
That's true. We'll get some Suntory left over. Just have a couple of highballs. We'll use it all up, I think.
Imagine dealing with stick drift. He was having a gamer moment. Yeah, that was what killed the crew. The ultimate gamer moment. Anyway, this is a cool cutscene. Yeah, I love that view.
After all, they want this frame, don't they?
Did you board this even though you knew?
I didn't want to involve my friends. Also,
friends
there's
are
something
pals.
I have to confirm.
Oh, he'll call them his pals plenty more times.
Friends. I assume in Japanese it's just Tomodachi.
Yeah, or it could be Nakama as well, like my comrades.
Yeah.
The gate to the next unit is open. Please follow the arrow.
What's that?
You rebel, not following the arrow.
No, I don't follow arrows.
Until I get bored.
PC-based OST enjoyers will recognize this track.
What?
As having motifs from Viola's theme? What?
Connectus.
Alright. Not that exciting.
The enemy shield is not damaged by an energy attack. You will need to make a physical attack.
A physical attack?
A blade, or something used in close combat.
But it seems the blades can't reach it.
Look for something useful to attack.
A very obtuse hint. What they mean is you actually need to grab a physical item from the stage and hit Viola with that. Stay still.
Grab the stick and throw it. Grab the stick and throw it.
I'm trying, but she's dodging. That was careless.
Is that you? Viola?
Perhaps you're speaking to a battle AI.
She's AI? Hey, Viola!
It is just a replica being made.
So I suppose
by
they put all
using
this
her
in the
past
newspaper,
battle
given
data
that Dingo
and
knows
other
about.
characters.
Well, why does Dingo know Viola?
Yeah.
What happened to Viola?
The applicable frame runner is already dead.
She died?
In the year 2172, the Antilia raid. It was a matter under the control of the Space Force. Bahram attacked the colony orbiting a satellite of Jupiter and stole an orbital frame which was under development.
Was she involved with that? Which orbital frame was taken?
The orbital frame Anubis. Jehuti was their target too, but they didn't get this frame.
Jehuti was collected by someone who had much to fear from Bahram before it was abandoned on Callisto.
That is about right.
Who was commanding the Antilia raid?
That was the commander of Bahram, Colonel Noman.
Noman.
What's the matter?
It is a resonance reaction.
Resonance?
It is Anubis.
So yeah, why does
I mean, as we heard Noman say during the intro, you've come back under my command.
Yeah. Does Dingo have some past with Bahram and Noman?
Oh, I fucked up. Should have gone this robot.
Me when I realised I've leveled my Oblivion character wrong. No!
When I got +4 intelligence instead of +5. Fuck! Anubis serves is all I'm saying.
Anubis is very cool.
Give that orbital frame back.
Tail and everything. Come on. Crack that whip.
A licorice whip.
Fuck up. You tried blocking.
He did like my entire health bar in one combo, so...
And Ada's just like, run cunt. Roll cunt. Oh. Run right in your head. I mean, you should have gone for the cock, obviously. You know?
Yeah.
It's Dingo.
Dingo. It's Dingo. cock right over your head.
The fact that people cry out in pain when they're attacked in the orbital frames does suggest you get some kind of like neural link.
It's like that gif of like Gundam pilots when they get attacked with like someone in a simulator and the walls fucking explode around it.
Yeah.
I've been on vacation.
You get off and come to my room.
Jesus.
You want me to get off? Well, give me 20 minutes.
And then I have to come to your room as well.
Kojima loves really undramatic names, yelled in the most over-the-top way. It's even possible to yell dingo in any Samus Scrapsas. Well, this game was produced by Kojima. It wasn't directed by him.
Yeah. Brief, did they have magnet boots? She threw her helmet in a way, but it looked like it bounced away with in Zero G. Yeah.
I assume they do.
I didn't kill them.
I don't believe you.
Your skills are getting worse, Dingo. You've been slacking off.
Also, I love Ken.
Yeah, Ken's cool. Yes, he's got the cloak. Noman.
Yeah.
Noman.
Ken, back off. Let me introduce you to Dingo. He was the leading pilot in our unit 6 years ago.
Dingo is ex-Baron?
Dingo
Are you
Egret?
kidding me on?
Military records show him dead.
You're doing rather menial work compared to the old days. Have you been demoted to the
The
outskirts?
drip on Dingo, by the
Shut
way.
up.
Like, I know
You
it's
have
just...
come back
Shut
under
up.
my
Shut up.
It's like, probably standard issue, but like the fur
must be
collar on
kidding.
his
Yeah.
Better
bodysuit.
come back. It'll be fun from now on.
I refuse. You're fooling around, almost
I
killed
mean,
me
all the
back
drip in
there.
this scene.
It's not funny.
Immaculate.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
You can't deceive me with beautiful words like freedom and independence anymore.
Damn.
Do you realize how many of my comrades died back there? Say it. You killed them.
I wouldn't know.
You devil!
Dingo! Come back. I like you.
I like.
Sick.
I like Dingo's little fanny pack on the front of his bodysuit too.
Yeah.
It's like that scene from Star Trek: The Motion Picture with the Klingons' pink blood hanging in the air. Remember when Klingons had pink blood? Wreck on that. He's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Star Trek 6. Fuck. Yeah, you're right, so. I was trying to remember which Star Trek it was on the fly, and I was like, motion picture, and I was like, it's definitely not motion picture.
You dispose of the body.
God, the
So yeah, I
light-
guess they are in Zero G, because...
Yeah, the lighting in here is fucking
Yeah,
oppressive.
it's pretty bad on the PS5, which seems to have like when we pass it through the capture card, turns the brightness up a little bit.
Oh no,
it was always
up to this level.
It was always pretty bad.
Mm.
Want to live.
Me when anyone wants me to help them.
Me when my
This-
colleagues ask for a 9 o'clock meeting.
This sort of yodeling is very reminiscent of MGS4. You know,
Yes,
between the chapters,
yeah.
music like a when it's like second son.
Yeah.
I've never heard anything like this before. Are you sure this order is from Colonel Noman?
If not, why would I be doing such a thing? Ready? Please begin.
Fucking Pinky in the brain over here. Ken is Pinky, obviously.
She does have a pink flight suit.
Mm.
He's got a stable pulse.
Thank you. You can go now.
Okay.
Okay.
Awake? You've been asleep for 2 months. I shaved your beard.
What?
Ada, please look after him.
Yeah.
I have to.
If I have to.
Jesus, nobody likes Dingo. Sucks.
Oh, Ada's gotten a lot more sassy than she
Yeah.
used to be.
Am I?
You're on Deimos Station, the gateway to Mars. How are you feeling?
I feel really sick.
It's better than feeling dead, isn't it?
I didn't die, did I?
You didn't, but you did lose your heart and lungs.
So how can I still be alive?
You can only stay alive when you're aboard Jehuti.
Jehuti?
The machine supplements your heart and lungs. That power comes from Jehuti.
What?
The minute you get off Jehuti,
Check
it will
out
stop
Ken.
providing energy. You will die if you leave
Come
Jehuti.
on now.
Check out Dingo.
Don't
Ooh,
talk.
hello.
Well, try it if you like.
I think Dingo's a little like smirk he does. where
Yeah, he's
happy,
like,
he's
I knew you were
"See,
talking
cheeky."
shit.
Isn't he cheeky? That's what you say about your cunt for Wayne.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Sit down, it's too dangerous. Don't do that again. Did you want to scare me to death?
You're either stupid or insane! How could you do this to me?
I had no choice. The cockpit is too small to put in all the gear needed to keep you alive.
I didn't want this!
I told you if you helped me, I would save your life.
I don't remember. When did you say that?
Just before, when you nearly died.
I don't remember!
You should be more appreciative of me. I saved your life, looked after you, and kept you hidden from the other crew for 2 months.
Damn. Hook me up to proper vitals.
I can give your real body back, so you'd better just accept my orders.
Don't be ridiculous. How can I follow Baram?
I'm not Baram.
Pair of chattering
What?
teeth right now.
I'm with the Space Force. I'm Ken Marineris. I've been sent into hiding in Baram.
Are you serious?
Don't be so surprised all the time.
Why not?
I didn't have much time, didn't I? I didn't want to.
Like a note on the script.
I love Ken so much.
You're in danger if we stay here wasting time
So
talking.
It's hard for a dead man to understand.
You are still alive.
So what?
Noman is still alive too. Don't you
Real
want
shit?
vengeance
Yeah.
on him?
Laser eyes on that.
Comrades.
I have the same aim as you.
Comrades
so I
I've
won't
heard
do
twice now.
anything
Come on,
bad
say
to you.
pals more.
I'll just ask you one question.
What?
Is it correct this year's winner was Hesperia Gales?
What? Can't you be more serious?
I'm very
I don't know who the
serious.
fucking Red
Do you know
Sox
the
won.
answer?
We've no time for games on Mars.
Shit sucks, man. Why, why bother if you can't have Blitzball?
Yeah.
I want to know whether fucking what was the other guy named, like Rod Stargy?
Rod
or whatever.
Tharsis.
Rod Tharsis, yeah.
Rod Tharsis, Hesperia Gales, Henry G. We'll be hearing the name Henry G again soon.
The catapult to eject ships is over there. You can get out if you go along this way. Satellite Deimos is under Baram now. Unmanned machines are on patrol to attack support units of the Space Force from Earth.
Deimos is under Baram's rule?
Not just Deimos. Mars and another satellite, Phobos. All of Mars'
And
area
another
has been
satellite.
under Baram's control.
The other moon of
Noman
Mars.
has performed great deeds.
That's
Yeah.
awful.
Another unknown
Unexpected
satellite.
things have occurred.
Who knows where it
Anyway,
came from?
please consult Ada about the catapult.
So, Ellie pointed out that he has like cool like neon tattoos. I think that's supposed to be that like the Metatron like flowing through his body. So he's only kept alive by the Metatron from Jehuty.
Reinforcements are confirmed.
Roger.
Roger.
Raptor destroyed.
Oh, hang on. Where's the commander? They have the key.
Cyclops destroyed. Enemy destroyed. Cyclops destroyed. The gate to the next unit is open. Please follow the arrow. ETR reaction gone.
Missed. I love how cool all the ships look in there. So this game suffers from what I think a lot of mech games do. Armored Core suffered from it something bad, which is that you don't often get a sense of scale for how big you're supposed to be and how, that you're in a giant mech. This is one of those few areas where, there's a car.
I mean, here's the thing.
So I'm not it's not hysterically large, Jehuty is, but this room is honestly insane.
And
why
you're
does it
on a ship, right?
Yeah, and we're on a ship as well. Well, we're on a satellite. We're on a space station.
Well, the thing is, Armored Core often had levels where you could see buildings and whatnot, but I just think the game had no actual and it's hard to define sense of scale. You could see oh, I'm meant to be this big, but rather than feeling like you were big, it felt like you were in a model village.
Yeah. I mean this game does at times feel that way. This room is supposed to, I guess, be a cargo processing room. I mean, we'll see later that cargo moves up and down these lanes. But there's so much sort of wasted space in this room, and it's to give you room to do the gameplay in, which is a sort of understandable concession to make. But it does end up that a lot of the spaces and areas that you're in this game feel sort of just too big.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's difficult to feel like you're really in a mech, and it just feels like you're in a robot basically. The robot might as well be human sized. Because you never really get a sense of well, what's it like for a regular human to move around this space? It must be crazy, right? Because these corridors are enormous.
ETR reaction gone. Obtain Metatron. Raptor destroyed.
Oof.
ETR reaction gone. ETR reaction gone. Cyclops destroyed.
Yeah, I think that this game suffers from it a bit, but I'm willing to forgive Zone of the Enders because I think the mech designs are cool enough. With Mech Warrior and with Armored Core, unfortunately I don't think the mech designs themselves are cool enough that I'm sort of like
I
willing.
kind of dig Armored Core designs, but I don't know.
Some of them
I'm
I
not
do.
a Armored Core fan.
Yeah.
Like I'd take Zone of the Enders over Armored Core in terms of designs.
Yeah. They really betrayed the Zone of the Enders 1 aesthetic by not having a road system inside
where are
the
the
city.
fucking car parks?
Honestly,
Like-
yeah, big roads, big car parks. Zone of the Enders 1, I think, does a much better job of feeling like, you know, you're fighting
You're in
in
a real
cities, you're
place,
fighting
yeah.
in even the enormous city you visit, which feels like hysterically large, feels sort of like, well, you know, there could be a city this big if it was on a space station, because why not? Whereas this
is just like a fucking car of Arsenal game. It's like
yeah, it's all sort of
formless space. And you know, the heart of Arsenal gear works because it was after a long game where you were in a very like homogeneous environment where
also
it felt quite real.
Arsenal gear is supposed to feel like quite a weird abstract
it's meant to be,
space.
like, it's got weird holographic interfaces, but also
Yeah, there's like
text hanging in the air.
yeah, there's like code comes crashing through the walls and like intruding on the game almost.
But yeah, like my point is that it works if you spend the game playing through a more mundane environment.
Yeah, that feels very functional. Like a lot of the big shell is quite sort of focused and has, you know, each room has like a title that kind of tells you what it's all about. Yeah.
The rest.
The rest. Well, there's like, you know, the big one of the big rooms you go into is the like silt sediment room, the sediment pools. And that's enormous, but it's like, well, it's a giant tank of water. It kind of has to be huge. Yeah, the shipping and yeah, I wonder why they're processing all those boxes. Like, is it a post office? Or
maybe they're posting the silver away. But yeah, so far we've been on like a snow planet, and then now we're just in this like insanely large space station. So I think that is something that Zoe 1 has over Zoe 2. And I think the name of the
Antilia.
I think Antilia feels like has more of a sense of place.
Yes.
And like you said, with being able to actually go to instance areas and like look around, it supports that as well.
Yeah, I mean, Antilia feels like you're in one location for the entire game, whereas for this, you're not. And that's kind of a strength of the game in that you get to see more the different locations, but none of them feel particularly, sort of like, none of them have a particularly strong sense of place. I mean, I do like this environment, but we're about to get a quest that is very tedious and shows you just how sort of like homogenous this place is.
Which line is this, Ada?
This is from the Space Force.
Listen to his story, Dingo.
Taper, can you hear me? This is Henry G. What's wrong with you?
Henry G.
Are you the Space Force, Henry G?
Something like that.
Something like that.
This is
imagine
imagine
someone asks you, like, are you with the military, and you go something like that, and they'd be like, no, but like, are you actually a soldier?
Yeah, hang on, that's the most suspicious thing you could have said.
Yeah.
Who did you say you're helping?
There are many people who can't escape from Basilia after taking away the Vector Cannon.
The
Vector Cannon?
Please help Taper, Dingo. We need to get it.
I don't know.
I can order Ada to stop feeding energy to you.
You'll what?
Ada?
Damn. Okay, I'll do it.
Damn.
Taper, I'm coming to help you. Don't move from where you are.
He's not like,
in a container.
you know, to fit the theme, but you know, you're called Dingo. You'd expect him to be called like.
Where was that
Tapir.
message sent from?
But he's literally just Taper, a guy who takes.
But from all indications, it seemed not too far away.
Taper said he's hiding in a container, and he got scared after hearing shots.
Giving too much damage to
something
the
of a
container
taper.
will destroy it. Be careful.
I know.
like
I'm just going to knock
what's
with a shot.
Richie's
Filmer.
filmer?
Yeah. Not a cameraman. A filmer.
Right, so yeah, here we've got to like find. Each time we go into one of these areas, Taper will give us a
Henry G,
clue.
this is Taper. A container with the serial number including 1.
Right.
To turn around, use the right stick.
So I think a serial container, a container with a serial number containing a 1. There's not a lot to go on, I'm afraid. So.
Oh my! I don't want to hear this.
Right, he wasn't in that
It's
one.
an empty box.
Ah. Go blasting down the corridor like Stimmy Turner.
A red container.
A red container, right? Red container with a serial number containing a 1.
That could kill.
5 pounds of coffee. Vanished.
No.
Missed all of them.
I can see the warehouse number.
Okay.
I'm in warehouse B now.
Warehouse B. Right, well, we're in Warehouse B. So, red, serial number 1. Right, that's one of them. Oh. Oh, there's another one over there. Fuck. Oh, there's another one there. God damn it. There's a bunch of this that it could be. YOLO?
Oh my! I don't want to hear this.
Building materials vanished.
A container with a serial number including 8.
An 8 and a 1 and a red container. Well, 8-1. Yeah, got him.
Hey! You must be Taper. Are you Henry G?
I'm actually Rod Tharsis.
Yes, I am.
Wow, I'm saved. Thank you. Ah!
Bahram! I'm not Bahram, though this is an orbital frame. Stop! What's your assignment?
Hey, I'll leave you behind if you keep being so dismal.
What's your assignment?
As I said, I'm trying to help you.
All right. Please help me.
Dingo, ask him about his orders.
Shut up.
I have to rescue the people in Vasilia
Shut
County
up.
on Mars. They got stuck after they got a weapon to break through the defense systems of the enemy base.
That's the one you told me about a moment ago.
Yes. The Vector Cannon. It's very important to us to win. That's why I have to rescue
It's very important to me to win as well.
You're kidding. How can you rescue them like
Very
this?
It's my duty.
Nonsense.
It's enough you take me as far as the shooter to
Such
Mars.
a rebel without a cause.
I know where my comrades
His
are
was
when I get
duty
to
and he
Mars.
can't stop himself from being
You're
like,
asking me
bullshit.
to carry you to the shooter.
Exactly. Let's go.
Dingo, take him. We'll have him guide us to the Levs in Vasilia.
I don't think he's that useful.
Like them, we have to destroy Bahram's military fortress. That's why we need that weapon.
The military fortress?
The military fortress. Alman.
Alman.
The military fortress. The military fortress.
Oh,
The military
Henry G,
fortress.
I've got a program for an orbital frame, but I don't know anything
Oh my god,
about
he's
its
evil.
contents. You're welcome to use it.
Taper when he's happy.
Yeah. I do like the LEVs.
We Obtains the device driver of the sub-weapon Geyser. It works against the enemy's power unit. It can restrict movement for a fixed time.
A sub-weapon?
Sub-weapons support your normal attack with special effects. Select a sub-weapon by tilting the left stick up or down while pressing the L1 button. Use it with the circle button. Each time you use the sub-weapon, the sub-gauge goes down. Keep an eye on how much is left.
Ada, what do I have to do when I grab Taper's lev?
Press the L1 button for a short while, so that grab appears in the sub-weapon window. Then press the circle button in front of the target you wish to grab. Press the circle button
I do
again
like
to
that
let go.
these cutscenes are sort of interactive.
Check your current position on the map.
Start there with his lev.
Yeah. Like,
Chase me there! Hurry!
just grab him by the head. Where do we need to take
God,
him?
Broly.
Right, where's our target? Right, okay. So actually go this way. Right, we'll drop him there for a second.
What are you doing?
Whoops, sorry, I attacked him a bit.
Enemy destroyed. Cyclops destroyed. ETR reaction gone.
Ooh, Metatron.
Obtained Metatron.
Doesn't fix him though.
Yeah. This is a shitty lev. Metatron means nothing to him.
Enemy destroyed.
That was absolute revolting.
He does takes quite a lot of damage, doesn't he?
Cyclops destroyed. Raptor destroyed. Press the circle
Him
button
here.
in front of Taper's left.
Oh. I have to bring him through. Okay. Certainly. I'd rather leave him in the corridor, honestly, while I deal with all this.
Oh my! I don't want to hear this!
I don't want to hear this.
Destroyed. Dodge the enemy attack with dash and attack at the same time.
I got it.
When in close range, keep your eyes on enemy attack signs. Cyclops
Oh my! I
destroyed.
don't want to hear this!
Enemy destroyed. ETR reaction gone. Obtained Metatron. Enemy destroyed.
Now, I don't need the Metatron actually. Does Taper take fall damage? Dropped him from pretty high up.
Reaction gone. Obtained Metatron. Enemy destroyed.
Zephyrian, what if Eco just grabbed Yorda by the head and dragged her around? I think the game would take on a very different tone. Yeah, he's just grabbed him by the face.
I mean, again, because the perspective was from the cock, they'd be like, oh, that's fine. It's like grabbing you by, you know,
Yeah.
a thing coming out of your head.
Hey, my assignment on Mars could be very similar to yours.
I will let you know when I get there safely.
He's evil.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah.
Don't hold me back in Mars.
So,
That's my line.
something we haven't
Well,
really discussed that much. Ellie pointed out that his...
What's Mars like now?
What do you want to know?
How's the military situation?
You should know. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, his Lev is huge.
By the way, what's your mission anyway? Quick, enemy approaching. Well, see you later.
See you later. Yeah, his Lev is huge. I think it's because Levs are much less like efficient than orbital frames. Like orbital frames are powered by like refined Metatron, and so are able to be like really slim and lithe because of like the specifics of their engineering. Whereas Levs are sort of like a more, I think they're powered by like nuclear generators or something. Yeah, exactly. So they're all bulky and big, and just less good at combat in general.
I mean, also like what do they call the city, not Gundam? Like,
Oh, the
or whatever.
yeah, what do they call the not Gundams? Just like the regular mobile suits. I forgot what they call them. The GMs. That's it, GMs. Right, it's probably even Geyser. Oh, yeah, pretty good. So in the last game, Geyser was just like quite useless because it like put down these like laser mines that enemies took damage if they walked into. Whereas now, it's like we can just paralyze enemies.
It's just a scratch.
Good.
No match for me.
No match for me.
I mean, the game would be much funnier if it actually, the camera did track to all the cockpits of the
yeah,
orbital
zooming
frames
in
rather
on
than
the
the heads.
Look any different. What's that?
Mars, it doesn't look any different. I mean, it's only been 2 months, man. Like, what do you expect?
I thought it'd blow up by now.
I mean, it's looking strangely green, I have to say.
Nuke it from orbit is the only way to be sure.
Viola. I don't want to fight with Viola, even if she is AI. Let's go.
So that's another thing I don't think this fully, this mission fully explained, is that Jehuti can probably just fly down to Mars, whereas Taper's Lev needed to be fired out of like a rail cannon essentially, because it doesn't have the fuel to get itself there.
Does it have some kind of deceleration mechanism?
One would hope.
Just fire him into the planet. Hope he makes it.
That's him.
Oh no.
This is bad.
We're almost at the landing point.
So there's an opportunity for a trophy here. I think I've already got the trophy.
We've landed on Mars.
Confirm our location.
The edges of West Margaritifer, the state border of Vasilia territory.
Bingo.
Margaritaville.
First, you need to enter into
Yeah.
Vasilia County.
Wait.
Tell me your location and then ask Ada about the most suitable
Wait.
route to Vasilia.
Wait a second!
What's wrong?
What's going on here? Burned ruins stretched as far as the eye can see.
You were living in the backwoods, so you couldn't know. But in the last half year, the situation on Mars has changed drastically.
Tell me more.
It's a long story.
I bet.
Don't fall asleep.
Hurry up.
The
Half a
banter.
year ago, Bahram began to gain control of the military in every county on Mars. Then, the Mars Liberation Movement against Earth's oppression began to surface. Now, Bahram's war potential is very strong, far different from when you were around. The Space Force put up a stubborn resistance, but without a major war, Mars was occupied by Bahram in a flash. 1 month ago, the Space Force was almost wiped out except for a few remnants. We attacked Vasilia County, the Bahram foothold, with the total force we had then.
That was thoughtless.
Certainly. We knew what was going to happen. The Space Force suffered destruction, so there's not much time to destroy the remaining forces at the enemy base. Although we did find a special thing.
That's the vector cannon Taper mentioned.
A special
The
thing.
vector cannon is a weapon that delivers a high-energy wave by space compression. The outer shield of the enemy fortress Almon defends from invasion with a mass dislocation created by space compression. The vector cannon is the only weapon that can nullify that defense and pierce it.
Urenbeck catapult, orbital frame, vector cannon, so they're all byproducts of Metatron.
It's a
I mean,
bad
that's
habit of mankind.
kind of not what she was talking about, but sure.
Don't you agree? However, the
There's something that is better explained in the GBA game. Zone of the Enders, Fist of Mars.
Why is it so important?
Dingo, do you know about the Almon project?
I only recognize the name.
When Dr. Rikoa Hardiman was in good health.
Noman's father.
Why would he have
After
a different
Dr. Hardiman
surname?
died, his son Ridley, that is
Hardiman
Noman,
became
took over
Noman.
command of the plan.
I
He then made
think
full-scale
a
model.
lot of people in Zone of the Enders take on different names just for fun, which is very Gundam of them, honestly.
When it is fully operational, it won't make sense for Earth to send any amount
Maybe the
of
Baron
forces
runs as a
against it.
matriarchal society as well.
Almon
Maybe
will have
Hardiman
over a
married a
million
woman called
times
Noman.
the power
Yeah,
of
maybe.
Anubis, and you've seen the damage that can do. Can you imagine what it will be like?
Why did Noman want to get Jehuti? He's already got a great weapon, hasn't he?
Jesus.
Actually,
You can tell Anubis is back because it has a slightly longer cockpit.
What do you mean?
Those two were a key element
It's
in
a great
starting
weapon.
Almon. That plan was made by Dr. Hardiman. Only those two machines can make Almon move or stop.
So, Noman has already got Anubis. He probably thinks Jehuti is a bother.
He either wants it or wants it destroyed. Normally, Anubis and Jehuti have the same abilities, so
See,
only
now it looks
Jehuti
like
can fight
Anubis
against
is slightly
Bahram more
shorter.
potential, which was
What's
much
going on?
increased through the technological research
It looks
of
like his Anubis' cockpit is slightly shorter in this like diagram.
That's why you made me have such a terrible experience.
No need to thank
Well, maybe it's, you know,
Mars terraforming is still a long
being
way
seen.
from
angle,
perfect.
Yeah, the
It's
angle.
still too weak to be a battlefield.
Several years ago, there was an attack on Earth by the hawkish faction of Mars, but it was a failure in the end because another power from Mars intervened. Then, Bahram learned that they should put pressure on Mars with military force before attacking Earth, strengthening their foothold.
I can't remember quite the timeline. I think the other faction from Mars she was talking about is either the Mars Angels or it might have been Born in Space. But I think that Fist of Mars happens after this game.
Is Almon
Right.
and Vasilia?
I can't
Anubis
remember.
and Noman are there too. Almon is already getting ready.
He must be happy.
Hey, we have to stop Almon and Noman. We have the same purpose, don't we?
Maybe
Our cooperation is not so bad
Domus
after all,
Caligari
is it?
can
I know
confirm
you'll
as a
cut off
Fist
my
of
life
Mars
support if I refuse.
enjoyer.
You
Uh,
have your
What, the
Does this game happen
opposing faction
before or
Mars?
after?
Oh, right.
Well, does
yeah.
it, I can't remember when this. I think
You're all
this
just
is
the same as Bahram, aren't
2174. I can't
So
remember
don't
whether
go
Fist of
thinking you're
Mars is
champions of
2172 or
Sorry to interrupt your
2176.
conversation, but an unidentified combat vehicle is approaching.
Hey, I have to go. I'll disconnect.
No, wait!
Damn it. Let's be done with it.
Is it?
Between IRC. Oh, okay, so. Yeah, so Fist of Mars has already happened.
Enemy approaching. Transforming high mobility brain, Narita.
At the speed of
And
Jehuti.
that's the apple.
Estimated superiority index plus 30. Enemy destroyed. Narita destroyed.
I can do this.
Raptor destroyed.
You bother me.
Enemy destroyed.
You stay away from me.
You bother me. You stay away from me.
I can't comment on the mummy head being destroyed.
Come back again.
ETR reaction gone.
Stay away if you can't win.
Stay away if you can't win.
Narita destroyed.
Did you see that?
Obtained Metatron.
Good.
Good. I'll never stop getting enjoying the way Dingo says good.
Yeah. Good. What's going on?
There we.
Who is that stranger? Listen, Dingo, a stranger is just a friend you haven't met. I love that everyone's attitude to one another in this game is I hate you, affectionate, derogatory.
Damn. I'll shoot it down.
I love this track as well.
Flight mode.
So, Konami fans will realise that the enemy title up there, Vic Viper, is the name of the ship from Gradius. And he looks like the ship from Gradius as well.
I'll settle them down.
So there's an optimal distance to fire the homing laser from so that they all like converge on the target at the same time. If you fire them too close, they kind of like don't hit. They fire them from too far away and they don't catch up to the target in time. Fire them from too close and they like kind of go round the target.
A raid has occurred. Sorry, down there. So I can't put it.
A raid has occurred. Ooh. Oh, from Rose Waltz. Hiya. Hi everybody. I may have lost a lot of health in this boss fight because I was looking at the other screen. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. But thank you very much for the raid. Damn. Damn. Just in time to watch me get rolled by Vic Viper.
I mean, if you were gonna get rolled, Vic Viper's the one.
Yeah.
Coming close.
The music in this game is so good. Come on, he's got no health left. Vic Viper, my beloved. Yes, it's a very cool looking mech. I really want to get like a model kit of it or something. I've got Jehuty.
Yeah.
You want to get Anubis, right?
I don't Anubis. They have released Anubis alongside Jehuty, so I ought to have gotten it, but...
What else can you say if you're not with Baram?
You must be Leo Stenbuck.
Leo Stenbuck?
Are you joking? I mean, is it
I love they play the
voice?
they play the key theme from the first game now.
Ada. Long time no see. You remember me?
Yes, the data is a perfect match with the previous runner.
You haven't changed a bit.
You're the owner of this frame.
I mean, it's only been 2 years, but
right.
Leo has grown up a lot.
Why did you abandon Jehuty on Callisto?
Without consulting me, Elena...
Elena?
That's not your business. Anyway,
Strangely
get out of
defensive about
You want me to
the
leave
name
Jehuty?
Elena.
Don't be silly. I can't leave even if it means I die.
Smile for that.
That's not
I
your
die.
business.
That's not your business.
What do you plan to do with Jehuty?
I think it could be sold at a high price.
Are you going to Alman? Ada, please answer my question. You're going to Alman, aren't you?
So what if I am?
Do you know that Ada intends to self-destruct Jehuty on Alman?
Are you sure?
It is true.
Wait a second! What's going on?
Better teeth
Whose
again.
order is that?
Chattering teeth.
It's a command which runs
Yeah.
from the basis of a
Yeah,
program.
he is doing the let's fucking go face.
Let's fucking go.
Who would allow such a
We're gonna
thing?
blow up our
Hey,
man.
Ada, I won't allow you to do that!
You're worried as if it concerns you.
Well, it does!
He's like pivoted
The
his
assistance
head.
bestowed upon me.
Are you stupid? How can you throw away your life for no reason?
I don't need any reason.
Don't get involved. I'm trying to
Alright,
yell at my
I
robot.
get rid of Alman. Then you don't need to blow up Jehuty. Isn't that right?
What?
And then, once Alman is destroyed, you'll be alive. That's enough, isn't it? You should take time to think about the meaning of your existence later.
But
What's your name?
You shut up. I'm Dingo.
Dingo, I'm sorry, but it's me
You
who
shut
will
up.
Alman.
What?
I can't stomach giving Jehuty to Baram.
I won't give it up either.
I don't want to lose Jehuty.
You rely on me. I'll get rid of it while you're doing your homework at home.
Where one does their homework.
Yeah.
I will head towards
the
Alman
ideal
after
location for
Space
doing
Force
homework.
facility. If I fail, please carry out my task for me.
Hey.
I don't want Ada to fight.
The cockpit
I
on Vic
want to
Viper
finish
goes
it.
crazy. It's like
Yeah.
most of the robot. Like,
For Ada's sake.
So I
You're
think
a funny guy.
you're a funny guy.
you're a funny man.
You're a funny man. I think he gives us Gauntlet, which is like a punch. Which is like kind of useless
we
sub-weapon,
obtained the
honestly.
device driver of the sub-weapon Gauntlet. It stuns enemies to a distance by physical impact.
I love
If you
Jehuty's
can whip
hands.
an enemy into the wall using the gauntlet,
It's like got
they
two
will suffer
thumbs on
double
either side of its hand.
Hell
I
yeah.
see.
Dingo, you saw Anubis?
Yeah.
Please be careful with Anubis. Even though you are on Jehuty,
Don't worry. I'll bring your Jehuty back to you later in one piece.
anyway,
I'll bring your
You were a good
Jehuty back
fighter.
to you later.
I trust your
Yeah.
skills.
It transforms. That's so cool. Yeah, Vic Viper's so
Starscream.
good. So I think Vic Viper is technically an LEV, not an orbital frame, but it's like
yeah.
the most top of the line like LEV.
What's that?
It's the Baram fleet. They defend
The
from
fleet.
outside invasion.
Three ships.
Three fucking
Leo
ships.
alright?
That's all we
He
got.
hasn't been captured yet.
There's too much trouble in the sky.
For your own good, you better act with reserve like you're a stranger.
Anyhow, news will soon leak out.
Weird
But it is
phrase.
much better if
You
nobody finds
you'd
out
better
the
act with
latest
reserve, like you're a stranger.
All right, I'll explain what you do next. You can enter Basilia through the south gate.
Kill Switch Blade, absolutely same. I want Zone of the Enders 3.
Two facilities on both sides of the gate before you can go into Basilia territory.
So, I'll need to destroy 2 facilities to unlock the gate, is that right?
That's it. Security in the territory has been much stricter since the Space Force attacked, so be careful.
I will.
I'm leaving Deimos for Mars now. I'll let you know when I get there. The crews on Deimos are starting to suspect me.
Really? Serves you right.
Hey, why can't you be more cooperative?
I think I am.
You shouldn't trust rumors.
What?
Nothing. See you later.
There is a room
I love his.
in front of
Look
the
at his
gate.
little pouting face.
Metatron is confirmed close by.
So yeah, Kill Switch Blade. If you want more Zone of the Enders content, you should absolutely look into playing the Game Boy Advance game Fist of Mars, which I mention at every opportunity I get. But there's also a really cool OVA and an anime series. I'm going to take a quick pee break because I know this next section is a little bit difficult if I want to do it well. So I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Okay.
I'll be back in 90 seconds maybe. I'm back. Woo. Wow. Happy peeing. Yeah. Twas? I had a very good pee. So I know that everyone who's come from Rose Walt's stream was just watching a fighting game tournament. Or some fighting games. They're playing Guilty Gear Strive. I watched a bit of it. So this is a bit of a change of pace. But we can talk about Guilty Gear Strive because I've been trying to get into Happy Chaos. He's really hard to play, as it turns out.
Go and collect it first.
Where's the Metatron? That's not the Metatron, that's the PX mission, but sure.
Obtain Metatron.
Good. So every time someone says something, I can react to it by clicking the left or right stick with like positive or negative opinions. So when you hear Dingo say something out of pocket, it's because I've reacted to it.
Alright!
Negative reactions are funnier on destroying enemies.
Annoying.
Annoying. Silk, I'm always happy to help you practice with Happy Chaos more. Yeah, I do need to like learn what he can do.
I suggest using Gauntlet.
No, I like this.
Narita destroyed.
Did you see that?
Enemy destroyed. Dash or keep your distance to avoid damage.
Roger. I'll keep a distance.
Narita destroyed.
Merle is somewhat akin to a Bridget historian. Yes, I kind of am. Like, I think, you know, I am one of the people who tried to use the fact that I understand Japanese to counter a lot of the misinformation that was spread.
Let's fight in long distance to avoid damage.
Roger.
I think I might die here. Way too close range with these guys. Also, I think you can get Dingo to say, I'll kill these guys in less than 90 seconds.
Enemy destroyed.
I didn't get him to say it.
ETR reaction gone.
I did do it in less than 90 seconds though. Ellie, how do we get onto Bridget? Someone said I'm a Bridget historian. I'm kind of not, but I think early on there's a lot of like misinformation people were spreading, and I, because I can understand Japanese, was like countering a lot of the people saying like, oh, in the original Japanese this is what it says, and I'm like, no, that's not true. So yeah.
The gate is locked. First, you need to destroy 2 facilities.
We went through this earlier.
Location of the facilities
Destroy the 2
with map.
facilities. Okay. We get here, destroy the 2 facilities.
Raptor destroyed. ETR
Yeah, here's another one of these areas of this game where I'm like, this I think is weaker than Zone the Enders 1, because like, this giant valley is a very cool like battle arena, but like, what's the purpose of this for like regular sized humans? Like, this is another one of these like areas in a mech game that feels like it's built for mechs, not people. And one of the things I like about mech games is I think they should try to, most of the time have a sense of scale as to why you're in a mech rather than just controlling like a big robot.
Raptor destroyed. ETR reaction gone.
It's a canyon. Canyons don't tend to have purposes. Sure, but like why is the facility built here?
Enemy destroyed.
Like, it could be with good reason that it's built in a featureless canyon, but I don't think it's immediately clear like why this area of the game looks like it the way it does.
Polyhead destroyed.
Yeah, I would explain the big doors. I mean, the doors are guarding, I guess, a power generator, and the power generator leads us to an arena. We'll fight something else in a bit. But yeah, like, I struggle to like, if this is an area where there's meant to be a power station, you'd think that there would be roads along the bottom of this canyon rather than just sort of like nothing. And these big doors have like little sort of platforms either side, as though vehicles are supposed to drive along here, but I guess only orbital frames and LEVs fly through here.
And raptors.
And raptors. Well, yeah, the enemies populate this area, but I don't think they're normally here. But it's like, yeah, this whole facility, this whole area feels very much like a video game level rather than a place that is like, where, and like the last arena we fought in was like a big sort of canyon, but there were ruined trains and like little buildings around. They weren't linked by roads, which is also a bit weird, but it's like fine. Yeah, a lot of the areas in this game I think suffer from feeling too much like video game levels and not enough like real environments, which I think is something that Zone of the Enders 1 did really strongly, is that a lot of the areas feel like they would be functional places on a space station.
Obtained Metatron. Enemy
needed a FromSoft lore tuber to do a 2-hour video extrapolating the purpose and significance of this canyon based on the wall textures.
This is where they mined Metatron. I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm sure if Mr. Mars can get into it, but Metatron, where did it come from?
It is just like a thing found on Mars, and then later, like also on Callisto. It's like a new element or something.
There is one more facility with a lock for the gate.
Where did I put my phone? Oh, I stuck it over there.
Suck it.
What?
You said you suck it over there.
Amongst the enemies.
Stuck it.
It may form a party with the surrounding enemies.
Party?
By forming a party, the enemies reinforce their fighting ability using formations and coordinated actions. It is dangerous for you to let them form a party. Before they do so, I suggest destroying the commander type. I will point out the commander type with this icon.
Roger. Sounds tough.
We've lost like half of the raid that came in because I imagine this is quite a a change of pace from fighting games.
I mean, that's fine. We only go for real ones anyway.
Make full use of the topography.
I mean,
think
it's
she
a
means,
fucking like soup wall. Where do you want me to go?
I think she wants me to like punch them into the wall with gauntlets.
Okay.
I haven't really used gauntlet that much.
There you go. I mean, given that your regular like kit is pretty good, I think having stuff like Geyser that stuns is better. Just to supplement your regular kit rather than like, oh, another main attack. It's like, a main attack's already good.
Gauntlet, I think, does a load of damage if you can punch something into a wall. So if you're in a tight space, Gauntlet is quite good, but you have to hit the enemy, which means on fast-moving enemies, it's not really very good. Like, I think it does double damage if it like if you hit into a wall. But also, so does just like grabbing them and flinging them into the wall like that. My button mashing skills are absolutely on point. I've been practicing them in.
Yeah, you've been stimming up in Oblivion.
Yeah. I've made a Khajiit mage in Oblivion, and I'm busy like sort of maxing out all the stats that I care about. But that involves like a lot of grinding out your skills, which involves a lot of button mashing. So I'm on point with the button mashing. I think I'm quite good at button mashing already. I have good technique, which is like you engage your upper arm or your lower arm muscles rather than, well, if you can get your upper arm involved as well, rather than your finger muscles. They're quite hard to sort of twitch, but like your whole arm can move quite quickly. How does anyone else like do button mashing?
I'm terrible at button mashing. It's like my biggest gaming weakness. In Resident Evil 4 on the
like professional difficulty.
The professional difficulty makes also the quick time events more difficult, which is the worst thing about it, because otherwise professional is quite fun. But just the ones where you have to mash, I'm cooked. Especially there's the last real quick time event is one where you're running away from the giant statue, and it's just unbearably hard at 60 FPS to mash to the level you need to do, and then do the like jump out of the way the pillars falling as well.
On PC, can't you sort of mod it to be easier?
You can, well, the main way you can mod it to be easier is that you can limit the frame rate to 30 frames per second for that segment, and then as intended, which makes it doable, but still quite hard. Whereas on Switch, like Soul says, the best option is to just get a control of the turbo button.
Right.
Now, I was able to do it on Switch, but it was by getting like a pencil and like rolling it over the mashing button, and then like mashing the jump buttons that you need to use. But that took still like 10 attempts to get the rolling like of the pencil just right.
Obtained Metatron.
I sort of want to play Resi 4 on professional difficulty, just to see if those bits are as hard for me.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
Challenge my mashing.
You are
ability.
far better at mashing than I am, but it is still, even to mashing pros, I believe it is like
It's
a
considered
bit of a
quite
push.
hard.
Yeah. The two really hard ones in professional difficulty are the end of the minecart section and the end of the statue segment.
Right.
So we'll see how you do it those. See you.
I could do that on stream maybe one day.
Play on Switch. You'd have
Yeah.
to do a first playthrough to unlock professional difficulty.
Oh, that's true.
But
Oh, actually, I've already got a save
you already
file.
have? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Although I've promised to do a Demon Souls playthrough for Woodaber,
That's true.
so that's gonna probably happen first.
And I've just suggested to this stream perhaps doing Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. You've got a lot on the cards. What do you think you are going to do after so many enders?
I could leave it up to a Twitter poll again. I do
Options?
sort of feel like the options are
Like Demon Souls,
Demon Souls,
Shadow of the Colossus?
Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, I'd like to play that on stream at some point. Deadly Premonition.
Deadly Premonition.
I'd
I had a rogue entry. My BF plays a CRPG.
Yeah, Silk is hyped for Demon Souls.
All locks have been deactivated. Smashing the enemy issue walls with combo smash adds to the damage.
To be honest, if I was going to stream, I'd prefer to stream something like Rick and Morty. But CRPG anyway.
Yeah.
Action gone.
Like I think Demon Souls would be quite fun, although it might have a bit of the Eco and Shadow of the Colossus problem in that there's not much sort of moment to moment like chatter to sort of like react to. I think this and Metal Gear were quite fun because there's like quite good cutscenes and there's a lot of like personality.
That's true.
in
I was
the
going
game.
to suggest as well, it would be kind of difficult to strike a balance, both of us have played it before, but after a while. It's a great game to show off, but it's like, is it a good streaming game? There's no cutscenes.
Yeah.
It's
And
all
if you know
reading
what you're
text.
doing, it's the game can be beaten within like 20 minutes.
So you want to do a playthrough where you can kind of showcase what's good about it, but at the same time not just rush through it because you know what to do.
Outer Wilds is one of those games where I wish I could delete my knowledge of the game so I could experience it again for the first time. I think Demon Souls is also there, but Demon Souls is also fun to play for the, like on repeat.
Like fifth time.
Yeah. Oh, got him.
Nice.
Okay. Furian, I picked up Demon Souls. Hearing you hype it up so much, I played most of the other FromSoft games, but never the original. Not started it yet though. Demon Souls speedrun, except it's reading all of the item descriptions. I don't know about that. I'm going the wrong way. I like Demon Souls a lot. I have gone on record on Twitter several times saying I think the Souls games peaked with Demon Souls, like right at the beginning, and I think every other game since then has been trying to recapture what made Demon Souls interesting and unique, or like desperately trying to course correct what has been going wrong with the series. Like after Dark Souls, it became very clear that what a lot of the player base wanted was PvP and a lot of online interaction. So the games since then have kind of facilitated that, and people really like the Estus system, even though I think that there are pros and cons to the Estus healing system, as opposed to like grass or blood vials from Bloodborne. And I think, games since then have been trying to sort of like course correct. Like I think Bloodborne was an attempt to correct for the changes to the gameplay that the Estus system had made. But yeah, I don't know. You can go and search on Twitter from Fujo Moda Demon Souls, and you'll find my many takes about why Demon Souls is the best and every other Souls game is less good. I think. So, you know, that's purely my opinion. If your favorite game is Dark Souls 2, more power to you.
Did you get to the comment about Sekiro?
I didn't get to the comment about Sekiro.
You rage quit Sekiro.
I did. I got to the point where I was just, I'm not having fun with Sekiro, and I didn't want to play it anymore. And that was the first time you have to fight a big fat guy, and he's got a load of other guys with him.
In the arena.
I
It's
was
the
just
end
like...
well, not the end, but the end of the memory of Hirata Estate, I think the area is called.
Yeah. And I was
yeah,
just
quite
like, I'm not
draining.
enjoying this. I'm not enjoying throwing myself at this boss over and over again. There's nowhere else for me to go and explore. There's nothing else for me to go and do. I just have to get through this boss. And I was just like, you know what? I don't care. I don't care enough. Watching you play through the rest of it,
Sekiro, yeah. I don't love it as much as I do Dark Souls or Bloodborne, but I do like it.
Well, watching you play through the rest of it, I was like, maybe I should give this another go. But every time I think, should I play more Sekiro? I'm like, I'd rather play Nioh 2 instead, which has a beautiful character creator. Anyway, cutscene.
You have to play Sekiro in Sekiro, you know, you can't
Yeah.
play your little femboy, pink-haired, always stoned.
Yeah, my character in Nioh 2 looks like they are absolutely faded all the time.
I don't know, it's necessary.
Oh yeah, she has a shield, so I need to...
Ada, what can I do with that shield?
If you can guard against the enemy slamming in, you might be able to nullify the enemy shield.
So, an ordinary guard cannot be used.
If you have some sort of catalyst, you can improve Jehuti's abilities.
These are...
Catalyst?
Please search for something like a board as a guard.
Alright, I can guard from their slamming in as I grab that. Let's do it!
They're so cryptic about, like... Oh shit.
Okay.
If you have a catalyst, just tell me to, like, grab a shield from the wall. Whoops. So we've said this a lot when we were playing Zone the Enders 1, but the mech designs are so gender, and I also really love Nephthys. I think Nephthys design is extremely cool.
I mean,
especially with the kind of halo suggesting like the
halo's
motif
cool,
of like death and being dead.
Ardjet, I like.
Yeah, Ardjet's very cool.
And you know my opinion on Anubis.
Yeah, you love Anubis. Vic Viper is great.
Vic Viper, yeah.
Apparently you preempted Zephyrian,
yeah,
saying
I
they
said,
need to release DLC for Sekiro that lets you be a
Sekiro doesn't let
fanboy.
you be your pink-haired, faded fanboy.
Yeah. Few games do.
Well, actually, your fanboy is not always pink-haired, it's like white-haired, depending on the situation.
Yeah, depending on...
Always red-eyed, though.
Yeah. I put like some eye makeup on the character that like gives them these like red eyes, and they just look like they're stoned all the time. Can I use that? Oh, where did I get phalanx? Huh. walls kind of like glue you to them, and like meant to like lure her to a charge. There we go. Ah. I'm getting you, I think. Oh, did she glue herself again? There we go.
Metatron juice there.
We obtained the device driver for the sub-weapon Comet. This is a weapon with great enemy homing capabilities.
When I was with Bahram, Viola was the last person I wanted as an enemy.
The enemy is a battle AI that will never stop following a target while the target continues to exist.
If it's modeled after Viola, it's so much the worse. Ada, is this the settlement?
There are life signs in many buildings.
We have come to the worst place. Let's leave.
Henry G! Have you already arrived on Mars?
Who is this?
It's Taper. We met on Deimos.
Are you still
Literally the guy we
alive?
talked to half an hour ago.
That's
Who
a
are you?
miracle, isn't it?
I received a transmission
Who?
from the 8th platoon on the coast.
Are they a Lev unit with the vector cannon?
Yeah. They seem to be stuck and confined in a facility by a cliff. I'm going to the point of origin of the dispatch now.
I'll be there soon.
Hey, by the way, what is your mission?
What's going on there?
Yeah, just like what Silk said, if you play Demon's Souls, there's a temptation to play it as just like, oh, it's just like a sort of prototype for Dark Souls, but I think there's a lot of stuff it does, and it's trying to do that Dark Souls is very much trying to do differently, that I appreciate that Demon's Souls does.
I think, yeah, your appreciation of one over the other depends on where your value judgment between innovation and polish-wise. Like, Demon's Souls has a lot more innovation, but a lot less polish, whereas Dark Souls has a lot more polish and a lot less innovation, I think.
Yeah.
Move in formation 2. Meet again after the enemy is exterminated.
Stand by. Stand by.
Hey, Taper, they seem like your pals, don't they?
Pals.
You say our
Pals mentioned.
Don't you know them?
Ada, put me through to that unit.
This is Storm Company.
What are you doing? Do you want to involve civilians?
Who cares? Anyhow, they're only the small fry of Vasilia.
Hey, what?
Who
He must be really upset. Henry G, please help them.
He must be really upset.
Taper, there's no guarantee, though.
Please.
Storm Company, I'm coming to help.
Who is this?
Don't talk too much. Ada!
Which are you going to help?
Yeah, sleep talk in your sleep,
Or
mate.
civilian buildings?
Don't talk too much.
All right. The damage percentage of the people in the civilian buildings is shown on the radar. Please eliminate the entire enemy before they are completely destroyed.
Eliminate the
One
entire
more thing.
enemy.
The Space
Compromise them
Force's
to a
levs are
permanent
manned.
end.
Be careful not to destroy them.
What do I do when I want to
Sounds like
to
a
stop
fucking,
attacking
like,
the building?
You
like,
will employ the
I don't know, like
sub-weapon
toilet
Kaiser.
cleaner commercial.
Sure, I can
That's what
stop
John
them
Cena
moving
said
with
about
Kaiser.
Osama bin Laden.
Oh, right.
Ada, you're good at your job for a battle AI.
My previous runner influenced me greatly.
That must be
Aww.
that Leo I met.
Remember him?
He always had respect for human life.
You're the type that behaves the way the man you love wants you to.
Women,
I do
right?
not comprehend.
You don't have to. It will all end when I dispose of Bahram's unmanned machine. Anyway, let's go.
Certainly. Mission start.
I love this soundtrack as well. It's not on the OST for the game. It's a huge shame.
Geyser just to slow you down before.
Yes, you can also use Geyser on the UNSF levs because they start attacking buildings sometimes.
It's like, that guy's like, who cares?
Yeah, like this is a civilian settlement, but the Space Force, the UN soldiers, they don't care. They just want to have a big Barney.
Truly holds up both hands. There is no difference between good and bad.
Yeah.
Wise man.
Look at that advert.
Hello.
Texton.
Elysium.
Play ILM. Whoops. Oh.
Yeah, Soul Praise is a good point. Roads are back.
Yes, so this is one of the few areas of the game that, like, you know, is trying to feel like a city.
Yeah,
it's still hysterically huge, and there's no like cars on the road, which you'd think.
Well,
there
I
might
saw a
be.
couple of trucks back there on the road.
Oh really?
Yeah, go back to that bridge, and there's a couple of cars underneath it.
Oh, right, you are.
Imagine just going down the motorway and seeing like a mech battle going on overhead. You're like,
Genie Mac. I'm gonna be late for work.
Probably fucking Don't Stop Oil on the right. Top goal.
If Just Stop Oil had mechs, they'd be even more bait.
Yeah.
The game's like trying to tell me something. The auto-targeting was targeting the Space Force levs. Fucking get rid of these guys. I'm gonna get an S rank on this. Geyser.
Over 50% of buildings are destroyed.
Oh shit. So it's really hard to do
Is this
on.
bit like some kind of like rail?
Yes. So we're not going to get the funny comments, unfortunately. Pay attention to the buildings.
Civilian building H destroyed. One more. All the enemies are destroyed. Mission completed.
I could have saved more of them.
In that situation, this is a realistic figure.
Stop it. I could have saved all their lives.
Stop it.
But if it weren't for you, there would have been more destruction.
Centrist
Are you
Ada.
trying to ease my mind?
Well, so it's interesting that Ada in this game is like. It's
a lot
like
more
she has
chill
been.
about it
Yeah, it's
than-
like she has been influenced by Leo, and that she
Yeah.
values human life more. If you get an S rank, she's like incredible. You saved everybody's lives, and Dingo goes like, ha, just call me a genius runner, and she says, genius runner, and he's like, you're too literal.
What are you doing? Don't butt in at our battle.
A
We were
battle?
trying to kill those civilians.
Does the Space Force call massacring innocent civilians battle?
I don't care about Vasilia's people. They're nothing. It doesn't matter whether they're civilians or not. It's still the same.
Shut up!
These Space Force
You
guys
say
are real
anything
jerks.
more, I'm gonna kill you, you wretch.
What?
Go away.
Go away.
Please put me through to Leo.
That's the harshest thing Dingo can think to say. Go away.
Also like how I end a work Zoom call.
How's
Hang
your
up.
shit's been going?
I've already saved
I want to end more of my work Zoom calls that way. Go away.
It's impossible for Levs to attack Baram.
Let them do as they like.
You're heartless, aren't you? If they're your ally.
Is the Space Force my ally? Don't kid me.
What?
Hey, I found a few Lev units in the civilian residential area near the south gate. If you still think they're your team, you could pick them up.
All right.
Ada,
why
put me
is
through to Taper.
Leo's like
Alright,
projection
I will
have like a
put you
weird
through.
arc beneath when you look
Henry
down
G.
rather than seeing?
I think it's just the
I did
standard.
Yeah, like that.
It's just
Have
the
you
cockpit
already
of
met
the
Eggheads?
LEVs. And
Right.
even though
Confirmed the Vector Cannon, too.
Vic Viper's so different, it has
What's
a
wrong?
similar
This
cockpit
location might have been
to an
discovered
LEV.
by Bahram. What? Where is it? This is an energy facility along Ayers Cliff. It seems to be supplying power for Alman. Wait, the enemy is approaching.
Rhodes is so bad.
What?
Ada, where is the train going?
It is going via Ayers Cliff along the sea.
They're attacking all the way. Hey, Taper! The train carrying the orbital frame is going towards you. What's that? I'll destroy it before it gets there. Is that right? After all, it's just on the way.
Alright,
time of
cool,
train's
dude.
arrival.
Roger.
I'll destroy the train. That's on the way, you know.
Obtained Metatron.
Got to do a last we're still going sort of tweet before we got like 1 hour left of us.
Yeah, I think so.
You can ask if you want another drink.
Yes, I would love another
A
drink.
full Z or a half Z?
Give me a full Z. I'll try one.
We caught the enemy transport train.
I destroyed it from the rear and worked my way to the front.
I will make barrier control semi-automatic. Until the train arrives. We have 10 minutes.
Yeah, while I send my tweet.
I destroyed it from the rear and worked my way to the front.
Sound familiar? Destroy it from the rear? Working?
How would that work with working your way to the front?
Pass.
Reaching around.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay, give me a glass.
That is here. Oh, hang on.
Oh. Same again.
Same again, please.
Alright.
We get to see some glorious cel-shaded explosions in the scene. Very pretty. I think Gauntlet is quite a good weapon for this scene because smashing things into the wall really helps.
Cyclops destroyed.
Yeah, if they hit the wall, they get like a big knockback, and I think they can't catch up to you.
Reaction gone.
I always loved this mission as a kid because it feels really cool, like working away along the tank, along the train, destroying sections of it. But as an adult, I'm like, it's kind of annoying the way it's like doing this speed matching thing. So it's quite difficult to sort of maintain your position. Like it probably doesn't come across on the screen, but like moving around is way harder when you sort of like. You don't always speed match with the thing, with like the thing you're supposed to be attacking. Sometimes you need to sort of like move forward yourself, and then you can't. Like, it's really hard to explain. The fact that I'm like 2 drinks in now, it doesn't help either. Could really do with some Metatron, that would be nice. But I think the explosions when you destroy sections of the train is very satisfying.
Cyclops destroyed.
combo matted. Done with Caligari. Something something vector cannon something something. I mean, that is another great set piece in this game, the vector cannon section. I can't really accept this. So. Pepsi Dog just brought me another drink.
Destroyed. There's only the front carriage left.
Kaboom. Chin chin. Trampites. Fighting on a moving train sections always make me think of Uncharted. How did he need to jump on a train at least once every single game? He was living through a pale imitation of the glorious Time Splitters train levels. True.
Time Splitters train levels.
Time Splitters in general is such an incredible game. That is due for a. That's due for a.
Time Splitters.
Yeah, streaming Time Splitters would be quite fun. Why haven't we done an HD re-release of Time Splitters? Two is quite hard.
Maybe 3.
1 is quite hard as well.
Dingo?
I never played 1. So.
I've just arrived on Mars. You know they
Front
know
on
where
view.
the Lev team
It's
and the
weird
Vector
that Ken now gets
I know.
front on view while
I'm
you're
coming near
still
it too.
I'll get
Yeah.
Noman will
like
find you.
semi-profile.
Still, we can
Now
check
we're
out.
busy about activating
Check out Ken.
Big perv.
When I was in Noman's unit.
Oh,
one of the
you think
teams
I'm a
was spy
perv
for the
now?
Space Force.
Wait till we
For some months, no one in the
play the
unit
game for
suspected
30
it.
more minutes.
Not even me.
Why would that
But
make
only
you more
Noman
of a perv?
suspected.
You'll
I
see.
don't know why.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh yeah, now the penny
I saw
drops.
his left hand in the garbage.
Did it come off when they shook hands?
Stop acting tough.
You are joking, aren't you? It's not funny, though.
No. Since nothing happened to you while working alongside Noman, I can't believe that you're a real spy from the Space Force.
So?
Tell me the truth. What are you?
You don't trust me, do you?
Are you surprised?
Let me tell you something. You concealed yourself after the final mission. What were you doing after that?
It's none of your business.
If you wished, you could have returned to Bahram.
Stop it.
You made up your mind to hide out in Callisto, and you left your comrades to their fate. Isn't that right?
Shut up!
Do you think I can trust such a man? You're just another.
Playing like Forever Young in the background.
Even so, I still trust you.
Huh?
Even now I hear rumors about you. When you were in Bahram, you were not only an excellent runner, but also popular with your pals.
I mean,
They
isn't
said that
everyone
only
popular
you
with
could
their
match
pals?
Noman. So I
Well,
advised.
some
They
people
tried to use me.
Beverly's
If you had
popular
returned
pal,
to
you know.
Bahram and stopped Noman, things would have been different.
Easy to say.
I'm also trying to.
You always depend on others to make it, don't you?
I came to Mars, didn't I?
It's Tabor. I'll hang up.
Henry G, did you make it?
I already stopped the train. And you?
I'm Ellie Caton, a platoon sub-leader of the Eight Heads.
Ellie Caton.
I
That's
thank
a
you
good
for your
name.
support.
Yeah.
No.
The
Casualties?
Eight Heads. The
No.
Eight Heads is a great name for a squad as
It's
well.
no Rod Tharsis,
your help.
which is still the best
Don't let
name
them move.
so far.
Space Force, they're all the same. Hey, Taper!
You came much closer than I expected, didn't you? Orbital frames are fast indeed.
Huh?
Something's approaching. Is that you?
No, I'm still...
What the hell?
Take position. Pull back. Pull back.
Taper, what's going on?
Such speed.
Oh, God!
Silk, did you see the leaked concept art of Time Splitters 4? No, I didn't. I've sort of stopped believing that there's ever going to be more Time Splitters games.
Well,
Whatever,
once I believe-
hello! Glad to have you. Yet again, another very like iconic looking area in the game, but like, and it's meant to sort of give you a sense of scale. Like there's this giant train, I guess.
It's like
this
a big
is
freight.
very beautiful looking area.
It's very vibesy, but
yeah,
it is sort of just like a bit of rail track.
Yeah, I mean, I think like I've said many times, and I'm not going to keep harping on about it. This game does a much worse job of feeling like real places than Zone of the Enders 1 did. I'm on the train, so my connection will be intermittent. I want to say hello. Well, thank you very much. The sunset is so MGS2. Yes, it is, which is weird because, like, although the game's produced by Kojima, not directed by him, but
still Kojima, right?
Yeah, I mean, this game has a lot of DNA, I think, from MGS2, or maybe MGS2 has DNA from this game. It's hard to tell.
Well, at this point, it'd be post MGS2, right?
Yeah, and like, I guess Shinkawa was involved in both, because like, he does the mech designs.
No sign of the enemy.
No sign of the enemy, but look, destroyed LEVs from the Space Force. Oh no, my pals. But yeah, that previous cutscene, by the way, we kind of glossed over it. Dingo seemed to suggest that maybe Ken isn't a spy for the Space Force like she told us. Like, he's suspicious that, like, how could you be a spy for the Space Force when you work directly under Noman? Like, Noman's too much of a cold-blooded bastard to allow any spies underneath him. Like, he'd know. So maybe Ken isn't everything she says she is. This soundtrack as well.
We lost all Lev units.
Damn.
Oh, this is definitely the same engine as MGS2.
Same engine.
It's the same, like, look.
It's the same rendering engine, certainly. Like, it has that same sort of glossy look as MGS2.
You are late, Jeopardy. You did it, you stupid wind-up doll.
I've already recovered the Vector Cannon, and you are next. Are you ready?
Don't let a clod grab you. You can get out of a grabbing attack at the very moment of getting grabbed.
Yeah, I can block by grabbing a clod. Like a new mechanic. When you grab an enemy, you can like charge them up with your energy. I want to use Gauntlet.
No comment on that?
I'm
Too
a little
focused on Nephthys.
Yeah, somewhat.
Gauntlet, smashing into surrounding enemies, or grabbing the enemy for guard are effective here.
Thanks. Oh, hell! Dingo rules. Yes, I thought Dingo is a very Woodaber-coded character.
Grabbing attack at the very moment of getting grabbed.
The problem
This
is...
time I have no rod, no plate, and no field. What should I do, Ada?
Let's try any physical attack we can think of.
What's available?
Maybe we can use surrounding enemies.
Grab and use them. Roger.
Right, it tells me that thing because it's like assumes I didn't already know. You can use them as a shield to like defend against her charges. But you can also hit her with them. But you have to time it right. And see. Yeah, we'll do it better this time. Yeah. So Woodiver, you mentioned in the last stream that you think Nephthys is very gender. What do you, or Neith, like Viola's mech. What do you think about Nephthys? Viola AI's mech. I think it's very gender as well, and I love the Halo motif. You obtained the Vector Cannon? I don't know why. Oh, I guess she had the Vector Cannon because the 8 Heads had just recovered it, and that she stole it from them.
Excellent. The battle level indicated that it was too early for Jehuti to match Nephthys.
I don't feel so good. Viola was one of my teammates.
The enemy was a battle AI.
Yeah, but I'm human. Viola was a comrade. She was sometimes rash, but she
I
was
like
still
that
an
point.
excellent runner.
Ada's like, well, why do you feel bad about Viola? It was just an AI. And he's like, yeah, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm a human, and I feel bad
Now I'm
killing
not.
something
I'm a
that
pioneer.
had the shape of my friend.
I'm coming.
That means you used to be with Bahram, but now you're fighting for the Space Force?
So what?
You're lying. You're still with Bahram.
Have you forgotten I saved you on Deimos?
You were seeking the guidance of 8 Heads, weren't you?
Taper, I am not with Bahram.
How can I trust you?
Well, now you come.
Well, now you come.
Is that also your pal? Huh? I can't understand anything anymore.
Taper, calm down. What's wrong? Ken!
Run away!
So this boss fight makes use of a mechanic that is much more sort of like relevant in this game. It was in Zone the Enders 1, but it's in this game too, where attacks can like clash.
Dingo, the controls
Evil
won't work.
Viola.
What?
Yeah.
The AI has taken possession. What should I
Don't
do now?
stop doing that.
I'm stopping that frame.
I'm just showing the stream what they want to see. They're the pervs, not me.
Battle AI. You had
Also,
no choice but to delete the AI.
check out
While grabbing the
Viola.
target's body, I can perform the delete function.
I see. I'll try
Going to
grabbing it.
jail.
Dingo, what should I
Shut up!
I'll indicate the deletion on the monitor.
I'll grab the body and leave deleting the AI to you.
Roger.
Viola, this is the final one.
I'll grab the body. Really?
Grab the frame. AI delete.
So you have to like clash your attacks and then grab her while she's stunned. I found this really hard as a kid, and I think it's because I really struggled with the idea that, like, you don't need to, like, just mash the attack button, which is what I probably did for a lot of this. Oh shit. Oh, again. I also like that in this game, there's instead of ammunition for sub-weapons, there's a sub-weapon gauge that is drained when you guard as well. Oh, one more. Jehuti.
Target Bravo. Secure or destroy.
This is not Viola.
Destroy. Jehuti. I'll kill you.
Noman made a vengeful ghost. Damn.
No one made a vengeful ghost. Damn.
Damn.
AI deletion is complete.
It's only a program. All it can do is carry out
I
its orders.
also love our Jet's theme, and when you listen to it as a soundtrack, it has two very distinct phases to it, and I like that this is the second phase that we hear this now.
Ken, it's gonna get real hot here. Let's get out now.
Hey, I've never piloted without an AI.
What are you doing? Have all you rookie runners forgotten how to pilot yourselves?
Just help me.
Shame on you. Yet you're always bragging to me.
Dingo!
Just say you're sorry. Tell me you're sorry for having to depend on me.
No way!
Then do it yourself.
Brat Tamer Dingo?
Do it yourself.
Jeez.
King shit. This is the bit with the Ken costume Easter egg. Yes, it is. Shall we do it? Let's.
You're gonna try and get the.
Yeah.
Well, we did it for Meryl in NGS1, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Where? You use weird things.
This is useful.
You use weird things.
We have obtained the device driver for the sub-weapon Wisp.
If I'm falling, catch me with this. You can also pull a distant enemy closer to you.
Here they come. I'll grab you and take you to the top.
Zephyrian, this is two brats trying and failing to tame each other.
Carry it to the top of the installation. To grab, press the circle button.
So, first we go down here.
It's hot! Lift me up now!
I think we have to get it to react to the temperature 3 times.
Hurry up, it's hot!
Want to double check this, or are you gonna rely on memory?
Oh, I'm gonna rely on memory. If I don't get it, it's, you know, the Kumas in the chat can go and look it up.
Going for an extra just in case.
Yeah, why not? Right, let's fly up as high as we can. Why can't I go any higher than this? Right, deposit Ken here.
Dingo!
is she? See where I left her? These platforms you put her on can get destroyed. Yeah, there we go. Oh shit, there we go. Whoops! No, I don't want to do that.
Whoops!
Accidentally attack her a bunch of times.
Go and collect it first.
Collect it. No, you're alright. She is actually in trouble. Bam! Wrong thing. Put her on one of these platforms that can't get blown up. I think they all can. I thought this attack was so cool when I was a kid. The big charge up energy ball.
One and done.
Didn't need to be right next to her to hit her with the whisper.
I love that Jeopardy looks like he's like carrying like
Follow the arrow.
a fucking garbage bag when he's carrying on Jeff.
I love this soundtrack so much as well. Jeopardy picking up RJ is taking me back. Taking my mum to the computer to show her something cool I saw.
To show her the city I'm in,
Getting her to sit down next to me on the sofa so I can show her all my cool Pokemon.
We're almost there. Follow the arrow.
Right.
Let's see.
Let's see, did we do it right?
Hey, here we are.
Yeah.
Indeed, I can't believe that
Oh,
you
No,
did
no,
it.
she's still in a spike
Okay.
suit.
Just normal.
Okay.
Wait, I got a communication.
What a troublemaker.
A good match for you.
Stop joking.
Sorry, but I have not been programmed to joke.
You really are a funny computer, aren't you?
Funny.
You and that kid Leo are far more of a perfect match.
Don't make fun of me.
They've activated Almon.
She's,
Let's hurry.
he's right
I
though.
have to go someplace
Leo
else
and
first.
Ada,
What?
much
We
better
have no
match.
means to resist Anubis' trickery. Anubis is far too speedy. Just a moment, I need a function to resist that.
But
I'll ask Lloyd for his cooperation. He's a systems engineer for Orbital Frames. When I was a trainee, he took good care of me.
Lloyd? He's an odd fellow.
But his skills are supreme.
Exactly. It was Lloyd who analyzed the battle strength of Anubis, but
It's good for us then. Let's ask him to boost Jehuti's programming. You know the place?
Ayers Cliff has a lab on the top. He's there, but you can be sure it's heavily protected. I'll guide you.
Increase
Okay,
the fucking
get in now.
3D on Jeopardy's programming.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah, though she is in her vest.
Okay. Now.
oh dear.
Me when a woman is nearby.
Sorry about that.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so she's in her vest. When
Are you from Marineris?
normally when she
Yes. The northern part, Tharsis. It's far from the canyon.
Did you volunteer for this duty?
My father was also a soldier.
Tharsis.
I don't want to interrupt the
So you were at the
dialogue.
Olympus base.
Yeah. Hey, why were you in Bahram?
Some slogan fooled me into doing it.
For the freedom and independence of Mars?
It must have been a joke. The reality was just destruction and dictatorship. I often wondered about Noman's orders, though. But I couldn't get out of it until that crisis happened.
You mean your final mission?
They needed to take the Metatron to a lab on Jupiter, and we were an escort for them.
And then?
We escorted the Metatron to Antilia colony. After completing the mission, we were heading back to the camp on Callisto. On the way, we encountered an enormous number of the Space Force. There were so many, they covered the horizon. They ambushed us. In those days, the orbital frame was still in the experimental stage. They were on the latest Earth-built model. We were on Lev's. There was an incredible performance difference between them and us. I asked for immediate reinforcements, but can you imagine how Noman answered me? Just give up, he said. He was smiling at the time. That was the very same Noman who leaked our situation to Earth. He'd let them ambush us. He killed my pals.
Pals? Pals mentioned?
Sold out his own unit?
A sacrifice. Noman had already taken the Metatron without Earth's permission, so he needed to pretend that the mission had failed. My company had been abandoned. I threw myself wholeheartedly into the battle in order to encourage my pals. I told them reinforcements
Twice in
would
one
arrive soon.
conversation.
When I came to, I realized the Space Force had already gone back. Every single one of my pals was completely destroyed.
Pals, 3 times.
Some civilian workers in Callisto were killed too. I made up my mind not to return to Bahram again. Ever.
Didn't you want to avenge the deaths of your pals?
What could I have done?
She
You
said
could have
pals.
returned to Bahram and risen in revolt. If you did, everyone would have been on your side.
Noman had been trying to kill me. If I did go back, he would kill me. Actually, that's what happened.
But
You saw it, didn't you?
even knowing Bahram was wrong, you still agreed to work for Noman?
It's a very drinking game every time Dingo says pals.
You
Anytime
fought
anyone
for
says
the
pals.
right things. At least for the things that you believe in.
So who's secondhand?
Huh?
It's not easy, is it?
But I'm...
Forget it. Let's talk about it after all our work is done.
But...
We have no time, right?
Woodaba said, I don't think this is intentional, but the dub of this game is pitch perfect, terrible 80s mecha dub. Yeah, it really is. And I think, I don't know how much of it is intentional,
There are plenty of armaments buried in the ground to fight off any
but I
invasion.
struggle to think that
We
the
have only one route to get there.
abrupt
Listen to my
cuts
instructions carefully and do
in the
exactly
dialogue
as I
were
tell you.
entirely
If I
unintentional.
drop on the way?
You'll get a better tan than you can in an Elysium resort. Stop right here. At first, go straight.
So yeah,
If
now
you stay
Ken
off
is
the safe route,
back
I'll
in
point
her
out the right
flight
direction.
jacket.
When you
So
want
if
to
you
change
go
direction,
and
stop and turn there.
like
You mean
put
I
our
only
jet
change
near
direction
the
without moving?
lava, it's too hot,
change
so
your
she takes her
direction,
flight jacket off
simply
and gets
use the
the air
right stick.
vest.
If I say stop, be sure to stop moving. Then wait for the next instruction.
I see.
Then let's go. Move forward in a straight line. Good. Move forward.
Now, I don't know any tricks like I do the minefield in MGS1, so we're gonna have to just listen to what she says. If you can imagine such a thing. Actually listening to an NPC.
Wait, stop. Slowly correct the direction little by little. Right, a little bit more. Left, a little bit more. Left, a little bit more. Good. Move forward. Wait, stop. Correct your direction. To your right. Right, a little bit more. Good. Move forward. Stop. Correct your direction.
I mean, it's here.
Right, a little bit more. Right, a little bit more.
Really?
Left, a little bit more. Good. Move forward. Be careful.
Can we get Dingo to take his flight suit off? Unfortunately, no.
No, it's got that pacemaker thing, I guess. So
Yeah, he needs it.
kill him.
When you find out the reason for his flight suit, you will be ashamed of your words and deeds. This game inexplicably has a leveling system, and I really don't know why.
The device driver of the sub-weapon Halberd. If you press the circle button, it radiates a powerful laser cannon.
So this and Phalanx, I think, yeah. So Phalanx in the original game, depending on how hard you press the button, it tightens the focus of the laser cannon, and Halberd as well, like, fires a tighter beam, or a more diffuse beam when you press the button lightly. They've just kind of gotten rid of that for the PS4, PS5 version we're on now. And, like, the only weapon I feel like it has a genuine function for is homing missile, where the harder you push the button, the more missiles appear, but they've just replaced that with, like, a timing thing for this. And I think it's, like, it's a nice feeling to have in the PS2 version, but I don't, like, miss it exactly.
Stop. Slowly correct the direction
stop.
little by little. Right, a little bit more. Left, a little bit more. Left, a little bit more. Good, move forward. Stop. We're on this side and the other side is... Oh, no? Yeah, maybe. Correct the direction. Left, a little bit more. Right, a little bit more. Good, move forward. Wait, stop. Correct your direction.
We need to head
Good.
for that
Move
crowd,
forward.
as it turns out.
Be careful.
To cancel lock-on, keep pressing the L2 button.
We want Phalanx equipped, if anything. This is pretty much the only time in the game that Phalanx is useful.
Stop. Correct your direction. Good. Move forward.
I already know where we're going. Cool music in this area.
Correct your direction. Left,
I mean,
a little bit more.
This is maybe the fifth
Right,
time we've said
a little bit more.
soundtrack, but
Good.
the entire
Move
soundtrack
forward.
is...
The soundtrack to this game is an absolute banger.
Missiles approaching. Please defend.
Stop. Correct the direction. To your left. To your left. Right, a little bit more. Good. Move forward. Stop.
I think the reason we're doing this is because there's like
To your right.
a turret that fires at
Right,
us.
a little bit more. Good. Move forward.
I mean, really, this is just trying to recapture the minefield from MTS1. Sure.
Enemy destroyed. Raptor destroyed. ETR reaction gone.
Do I cry out in pain when the mech gets hit?
Destroyed.
Maybe I do.
Party connected.
You got hit earlier and said ouch. Yeah, maybe I do. I know that I have a tendency to say ouch when I haven't hurt myself, but like I bump into something, and then when I actually do get like bump into something and get hurt, I just sort of go very quiet, which I think is like quite a neurodivergent thing to do.
The commander is destroyed. ETR reaction gone.
I think while we've got Ken in here,
Raptor destroyed.
I can do this.
Wait, stop. Correct your direction. To your right.
to my right.
To your right. To your right.
That way?
Right. A little bit more. Right. A little bit more. Good. Move forward.
There we go.
Yeah. There it is.
I think while we've got Ken on board, if I react to like the things that Ada says, sometimes Ken replies as well.
Long time no see, old man. I have something to ask of you.
I can imagine. It's about that frame you're in, isn't it?
It sure is.
I am in the basement now. Proceed down here by yourself.
A basement?
I love that
Let me welcome
Lloyd
you in a
wears
special
purple
way.
lipstick.
Show me your skills.
Absolute slay.
Now.
I'm in the basement wearing my purple lipstick. Zephyrian, don't forget to apologise to inanimate objects you bump into. Yes, I do that, but very consciously I apologise to inanimate objects, and which I have mentioned before on stream is part of my general belief that I think treating inanimate objects with care and treating them as though you would animate objects is not only good for the spirits of those objects, which I believe they have, but even if you don't, like me, believe that inanimate objects have spirits, it's also just good for your soul to practice compassion and mindfulness. So whenever I bump into an inanimate object, I like to try and be mindful of the fact that I may have hurt it.
As a base level, you could talk to your plants while you water them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But beyond that, you should also talk to the post box when you put it back through.
Yeah, well, exactly. When you put a letter in the post box, you just give it a pat on the head and say, "Good post box. You're doing a good job." This is why when I was living alone and I used to sleep in bed with a ton of plushies, I would cycle which ones got to sleep in the bed and which ones were on the shelf because I didn't want any of them to feel left out.
We are not following that policy currently. We do have.
We are not, no. But that said, I largely don't sleep in bed with plushies anymore because I sleep in bed with you, and I don't want to
I'm like a plushie.
Well, if you don't mind having 5 or 6 plushes in bed with us, then I can go back to that.
I mean, they kind of just.
They take up a lot of space.
Fall off the bed.
Yeah. Encounter.
Enemy destroyed. Raptor destroyed. The battle has ended. There is no sign of the enemy.
I keep getting to react.
Metatron.
I think Ken comments on how.
I can do this.
Who are you talking to?
There we go.
All enemies have been cleared.
It took a great deal of work.
It took a great deal of work.
Who are you talking to?
Who are you talking to?
Enemy destroyed.
Stay away if you can't win.
ETR reaction gone.
You are in my way.
You shout too much.
I mean, she's got a point.
Raptor destroyed.
No unmanned mech's gonna stop me.
likely of Jehuti.
Damage level exceeding 50%.
That's not gonna do.
Not gonna do what?
Raptor destroyed. ETR reaction gone.
Did you see that?
Damage level exceeding 75%.
The show isn't over yet.
Maybe I'm better.
Maybe I'm better.
Obtained Metatron.
Good.
Good! I go here now? I think so.
Considering the size of your mech, this elevator is like fucking falling like at the speed
Yeah,
of gravity. you
again,
know, like-
once again, this lab is meant to be like a science lab or science installation. What is this room? Like, what is this for, other than to be a battle arena? Have I come back the way I was? Yeah, I think I've been here already.
We will hold battle position. The battle has ended. There is no sign of the enemy.
Stay away if you can't win.
Obtained Metatron. Enemy destroyed.
Listless.
Stop complaining.
ETR reaction gone.
You bother me.
Enemy destroyed.
There are too many of them.
Stay strong.
Enemy orbital frame.
I like hearing Ken weigh in on my random banter.
Enemy destroyed.
You are in my way.
You shout too much.
ETR reaction gone.
You bother me.
Raptor destroyed. ETR reaction gone.
Annoying.
Stop complaining.
It's worth destroying buildings in this just because of how gorgeous the explosions look. Like, look at that. Gorgeous.
Target confirmed. Start attack.
Let's make it showy.
ETR reaction gone.
Yes!
Yes!
Mummy head destroyed. Mummy head destroyed.
See you.
We obtained the device driver of the sub-weapon Mummy. When you use Mummy, your energy gauge recharges.
Is that it?
Yep. I guess so. Oh, is that the only reason to come here? Oh, do I need to get down to...
Don't let them surround you.
Roger.
Roger!
Enemy destroyed.
So I think Mummy is like, in the first game, it just it replenishes your health.
Enemy destroyed. Raptor destroyed.
Oh
exceeding
shit.
50%. Enemy destroyed. Raptor destroyed. All enemies have been cleared.
Resolving to constantly give myself positive affirmations when I do stuff, just like Dingo. Yeah, honestly, maybe it's a good way to approach life. Just whenever anything positive happens, just say, yes! Good!
Enemy destroyed.
I'm going to do this in one breath.
ETR reaction.
I'm gonna do this in one breath.
Change Metatron. ETR reaction gone. Enemy destroyed.
All right.
ETR reaction gone.
You stay away from me.
Raptor destroyed. Enemy destroyed.
Let's go now. Down here. You have to make sure to put on your strongest American accent to do it. Any USians in the chat? How do you rate my USian accent?
I mean, you're like anime US.
Yeah. I don't think I can sound convincingly actually like I'm an American, but I can definitely sound like I'm an American doing voice acting for an anime.
Damage level exceeding 50%.
Don't underestimate Jehuti.
Don't shout in my ear.
ETR reaction gone. Enemy destroyed.
I'm sick of them.
The battle has ended. There is no sign of the enemy.
Piece of cake.
Don't get too confident.
Don't get too confident.
Dingo, you managed to make it, but that was only practice.
I have no time to play with an old man. Make it quick.
It's all up to you. I'm waiting at the bottom.
Your American accent is better than my attempts at any British accent. That's not uncommon, because I think like American media is more pervasive than British media. So we hear American accents way more frequently than Americans hear Brit accents. But also, like, I think USians tend to only hear like one of about three
Received
regional
pronunciation or Cockney are basically
RP,
the only
Cockney
accents that Americans are aware of.
Yeah. Well, in terms of like accents from
Scottish, maybe.
Britain in general, yeah, they hear Scottish as well, like, but very
But
sort
they
of like
can't do Scottish for shit.
very cheesy Scottish accents.
Oh hi.
Yeah, it's all just like, I mean, it's basically just fat bastard. That's what they know, which is like a very sort of like, yeah, it's like it's like a very cheesy style of like doing a Scots accent.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna save and maybe call the stream here because we've been going for about 3 hours. I think we're about halfway through the game at this point. Maybe less, maybe more. What do you think?
No, I think we're a good spot. About 12:30. Means we've been going 3 hours and a bit.
Silk, I want to hear an American try and do a Welsh accent. Yeah, I'd love that. I think that would be very funny. I don't know that a lot of USians even know that Wales has a distinct accent, if they even know that Wales exists.
Yeah, I think people know that Wales exists, but I think to a lot of Americans it's sort of like an ancient empire that they don't even know exists anymore. Like, to them, Wales is like Babylon. Like,
I'm level 7. I don't really get why this game has a leveling system at all. Like, it didn't make a lot of sense in Zoe 1. It doesn't make a lot of sense in this game either, because this game's very linear.
I mean,
It feels
Yeah.
like they could just hand out level ups at specific
It's sort of
points
just
in the
sort of
game.
like to like make you feel good to be like, wow, level up.
Yeah, although you like, I think the only way you can sort of like underlevel yourself is if you just skip out on
combat where possible.
avoid
yeah.
combat, and like overleveling doesn't exactly make the game that much easier. So, and if you go and like ruthlessly pursue down all combat. But yeah, thanks for dropping by, everyone. Thanks Raiders from Rose Waltz's stream who stuck with us. Thanks to my regulars. I think we'll probably finish Zoe 2 next stream. And then I need to think about what I'm going to do next. I am leaning towards Demon Souls. I think that would be a very fun stream to do. It would be quite a long series of streams, but I could try and spread the good news about why Demon Souls is the best Souls game.
Yeah.
That's an option. I could play
Would you
Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire.
Would you ever consider playing a game that you haven't played before?
Yes, I would. I've got a bunch of PS3 games that I
Everything
would like
so
to
far
play.
has been a replay of a game you've already played.
Yes. I would consider playing something I haven't played before, but I'd have to think what that would be. I think the downside to doing that is that I would only get to play it on stream.
Yeah.
So
you can't enjoy it that much.
Yeah, I can't enjoy it so much that I would want to play it off stream. And I think that's already like a bit of a, that's a shame to play something that I don't enjoy enough to want to play it at other times.
Yeah.
I think with games that I've played before, I don't get the craving to play them in between streams. But yeah, I'll take suggestions, I guess. DM me on Twitter or Discord if there's something that you think I haven't played and that I should play on stream.
If it was going to be a horror game, I'd be over there.
Yeah, probably unlikely to be horror games. Unlikely to be something that is massively long as well.
Yeah, we're not going to be playing fucking like Persona 4.
Yeah, we're not going to play like Persona 4 or like I'm not gonna 100%.
Games that you can be completed within 1 to 3 streams are like sort of golden zone.
Those would be ideal. I mean,
yeah.
Disco Elysium took a lot of streams.
That's true. But I think we were kind of getting tired of it towards the end.
Yeah, that's true. There's a few games I have on PS3 that I haven't played. That I would be up for playing. Resonance of Fate is one of them. But I don't know. If I don't enjoy it, then I guess I can just do one stream and then just be like, I don't want to do any more of this. I think that's the problem. I don't want to commit myself to streaming something that I don't enjoy. But also, I have no commitments.
Yeah.
If I don't enjoy it, I can just stop streaming it and play something else. But yeah, I'll take suggestions on other stuff. Combat system is definitely in that vein of visionary but janky. Yeah, Resonance of Fate looks very cool, so I do want to play that. Speaking of visionary but janky, I could play Valkyria Chronicles. I like that game a lot. I've never finished it, but I like it. What else have I got over there? Yeah, I think that's the only PS3 game that I've bought that I haven't played before. In terms of like PS4 and PS5, there's probably a bunch of games that I haven't played that I probably should. Echo 2017 is a fun and short PS4 game. I'll look into it. But yeah, if anyone's got suggestions, I am open to hearing them in my DMs. So yeah, thanks for swinging by, everyone. Silk. Yeah. I'd like to see Demon Souls. That's looking like it's the most likely.
It's looking quite likely.
Will be honest.
That, and also, unlike what I just said, it may be more than 1 to 3 streams as well.
Demon Souls might be quite long. Yeah. Because I think there's a lot worth exploring in that game.
I think you could do it in 3 streams if you tried.
I could do it in 3 streams if I just
properly give it time. More.
To give it time to mature. Yeah, probably Demon Souls. Given that that's been requested by literally 2 people, Woodaber and Silk.
I mean, I like it, but you know.
Yeah, I'm that's 3 votes, so it's ahead in the polls so far. I want to recommend more, but all my favorite games are huge RPGs. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, big, long RPGs are not a genre I enjoy particularly much, and also I don't think they would make for that good streams. My favorite genre of game is like 3D, like third-person action platformers with like cool vibes and cool environments to explore. Big long RPGs are something I like to sit and enjoy on my own time, like Oblivion.
Yeah, a stream of you stimming out in Oblivion might be a very chatty stream.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do a character building stream of Oblivion. I do some quest streams. That'd be fun. Anyway, yeah. Silk, I know you have Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising. Let's maybe play Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising.
You're like 3 drinks in.
I'm 3 drinks in, but I've
gotten into your 3rd drink.
I still think I could hold my own in GBVS.
Whipsack with I don't know. You play multiple characters.
I play several characters now. Yeah. Even drunk, I think I'm probably going to be fairly strong. As Grimnir, definitely. As others characters, less so. Shadow of the Colossus and Last Guardian. Yes, I do want to do those at some point, because I did Eco, and I enjoyed it a lot. So, given that I just installed it, I think you'll be fine. Yeah, maybe. Zephyrian, I've always wanted to try fighting games, but I'm awful at them. Well, then let me recommend that you get the free edition of Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising. It's an extremely accessible game. All combos and like specials are sort of super simplified inputs. Like literally, there's a skill button. You push that, a direction, and an attack button at the same time, and you do a super. So there's no like, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do any quarter circle or half circle inputs. You just push skill, left, and attack at the same time. So just, if you can push 3 buttons on a control pad simultaneously, you can do a super or a special in Granblue. It's a very accessible game. I think it's a great one for learning fighting games because it's very focused on fundamentals. And it's got a free version where you can play the main character and a rotation of 3 different characters each week. Street Fighter 6 also has modern controls, which I think are good for learning, although Street Fighter feels a lot more stiff to me. Granblue is free and has really nice character art, I think is a good thing. And there's a story mode you can play if you don't actually like the versus mode. You can just play story, and it's basically like a 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up at that point. And yes, Silk has only started playing fighting games a couple months ago and is already, going toe-to-toe with me and taking rounds off me. So they are intimidating, but, if you're willing to put some time in, I think they're very fun to play. Granblue is a lot of fun. yeah, anyone who wants to play Granblue Versus, hit me up on Twitter or Discord. I will be up for playing some presently. But yeah, this has been a protracted goodbye. I think I'll call it there.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone.
Bye.